OTG. Yo, Saki, good looking out for this one though. Word up. Times.
Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Nice with the guillotine, chopping two spaghetti. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Nice with the guillotine, chopping two spaghetti. Same man's here, gotta throw the confetti. Gotta celebrate, fill the glass with Henny. Gotta show a groove by staying on the move. Annoy you like a pebble in your shoe. Never get a break, can't make the mistake. Got good choke like mace in your face. Go out of state and fill my plate. You know I had to do that. I come in with the boo bap. I need me a new rap. Go get it from the blue jab. I used to have a new rag. Had to remove that. Nope, couldn't do that. I bet that bad influence. Make you drink alcohol when you hear my music. Shot at the shot, can't take it, stop puking. Graduated from a human, now I'm a mutant. Beats just abuse it, yup, I lose it. If Beats was a person, he'll have bruises. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Nice with the guillotine, chop two spaghetti. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Nice with the guillotine, chop two spaghetti.
I got the King Kong palm balls like a nuclear bomb. Girls always like my charm. I'm a phenomenon. Set off the smoke alarm when I just sparked the bomb. Never gonna keep it calm. Gotta drop exclusive songs. I've been the animal damage you when I play to do. You feeling yourself because you got a fan or two? Negro, please. You still weak. Chop you in the dome and leave a crease. Beast from the east won't cease our feast. All you do is start trouble and call police. Start praying to God more than the priest. Cash my check, then buy some text. Slit your throat with a wing from a jet. Beware, prepare, you have nothing left. The threat from my opposition made you sweat. I ain't gonna say nothing, quiet as kept.
Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Nice with the guillotine, chopping two spaghetti. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Better get ready when you in my 750. Nice with the guillotine, chopping two spaghetti.
That's what I'm talking about. Elbow dropping these whack cats out here, B. Saki was good, my dude. Hit him up, you know what I mean? Was goody, you know what I mean? Oz was goody. You know what I'm saying? Stacey Kenzie up in the building too. Early. Guess work. OTG in the building. Yo, man, I'm done talking to y'all punks.
There's no man that can put me down, Nature Boy.
One, two. Yo. Fresh white paper, hip-hop maker. Blasting through the speakers, gonna disturb the neighbors. My mark on the bed, so you know she caught the vapors. Smoking that loud with the Hennessy chaser. Fly like a pilot, she feeling on my privates. I'm drinking like a pirate and fighting like I'm Irish. But I know to be a tyrant, the track is really biting. I'm getting real excited, ain't no time for biting. Lyrical stamina, bring it to an amateur. Pussy slam dancing her, probably on camera. Daily illustrationist, been a hood favorite. Mr. Illy Bang, stay street like the pavement. Architect with the bars, got my weed from Mars. Winning from my slab, will leave your face scarred. Respect my cabinet, put you in the emblem. Light you on fire, so Sage can light a cigarette. Your balls don't got venom, just like me. You can't move crowds, just like me. Grew up in the struggle, just like me. Smoking that good loud, yes indeed. Your balls don't got venom, just like me. You can't move crowds, just like me. Grew up in the struggle, just like me. OTG always succeed. I spit the hot flame just like I was dousing. She rides my cock cause it says bouncing. Front rush your legs, sweep your face on water fountains. You lost your manhood, still never found it. You think you fly like a child, you're grounded. See you on the avenue, people always clown him. He's an embarrassment, don't wanna be around him. Throw him into Bronx River, go ahead and drown him. The juggernaut of rap, steady like a spike back. Catch him with a pimp strap and spitting that white crap. I beat a silverback, mixed with a bear. Turn up, mix the alcohol with beer. Got that and we smoke in the atmosphere. On my way to the strip club, hell yeah. Beats get body, you can't stop me. I love shorty head game and sloppy. I roll with tyrants that's controlling the environment. Keep tracks firing, keep the streets admiring. All these other bums should be retiring. Give them the pink slip, please just fire them. Balls don't got venom just like me. You can't move crowds just like me. Grew up in the struggle just like me. Smoke with that good loud, yes indeed. Your balls don't got venom just like me. You can't move crowds just like me. Grew up in the struggle just like me. OTG always succeed. That's right. Kata you mother scuns. Checking out of rappers in the goddamn building. Word up, BX representative. Smack the shit out the damn president. Hey, yo, B. 1 2 1 2. Council Roundtable. We already know the vibes. And I misspelled it by accident. What a bum. I'll fix it. I'll fix it when I get back to it. My bad on that. I forgot the A in the table. Fuck it. Now, I know damn well I ain't make a mistake when it comes to the episode number, which is 266. We talk about the old-fashioned rats and let y'all know what's happening. And now we are officially live streaming on Twitch. Make sure y'all run the numbers up over there too. We are on Twitch, so we officially a part of the Twitch family. That's what I'm talking about. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Facebook. You already know we live on YouTube. All we doing is expanding over here, huh? All over the place. Be spread like mayonnaise. Pause. But yeah, B. I think I did a episode a little prior to this from before. With the title being AEWWE. Cause let's really be real, B. These dudes done took over. You would think this dude Vince McMahon is backstage pulling the strings. I don't know. I think the only person that's a AEW homegrown talent that's a champion is this dude, Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Since the Hurt Syndicate done pulverized Private Party on Wednesday, it just made me think of that, like, yo, and other people have brought it up too. And it's crazy. You got Mox as the heavyweight champ. You got Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné. She's a TBS champ. She's like, how much belts she got? Like 4? Like I said, you got Hurt Syndicate. They done won the tag team belts. The Death Riders are the trio champs. Like, Wheeler Yuta. Okay, I guess Wheeler Yuta don't count, but you get it. You know what I'm saying? Wheeler Yuta is a part of the trios champs, but you already know what it is. Like, WWE got most of the belts. Old school WWE people. Christian Cage got the contract. I'm gonna drop the link early. No, I arrived a little late. Because, me and my lady had went out, a little date night. We had went to go see Sonic. Like, we had went to go see Sonic, and, this shit was fun, man. So that's all 3 Sonics I like. I still think the second one was better. I think the second one was like the best one. But 3 was good. Oh, not yet. Remind me. I'm gonna check that shit out. Cause I think were you telling me about that from before? But what's good, Anubis? You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about, I just came from watching me and my lady just came from watching Sonic 3. You know what I'm saying? Fun movie. It didn't even feel like a 2 hour movie. That shit felt like an hour and a half movie, how good it was. Yeah, definitely remind me of that. And as you can see, I'm streaming live on Twitch too, so you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have other type of content over there also. So be on the lookout when it comes to that. Like I'm gonna do more gaming over there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like game and like play some music over there, more music over there than over here. Especially when it comes to safe music, shit that I can't get hit for. Nuba said he's at work, just had to drop by and give that thumbs up, which we all appreciate. Hacksaw Jim Duggan style. Appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, make sure you follow your boy. Like I'm gonna do more gaming. There's gonna be more game oriented over there, gaming and music. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm watching SmackDown too. I brought it to the beginning. I hate commercials. I hate commercials, ads, all that bullshit. Fuck all that. I'm spoiled. Well, this cowboy. They showed this. Is that Matthew McConaughey? Ballet. What it do though? I hear that. And that's when the time goes slow. It'd be like that last hour or half hour. Time just goes in slow motion. You ain't Godzilla or King Kong because I'm both. Man. So I guess that's what he said. Like, I'm at the beginning of the show. I'm at the tag team match between Pretty Bummy and Motor City. That's right. Give me them thumbs. Like how Pete Dunne be doing. Pete Dunne be doing that the thumb and finger manipulation. Do the same thing to the like button. Pete Dunne that motherfucker. Hell yeah, man. Pretty bummy. Like, I get this supposed to be like the entertainment side when it comes to the tag team division. I don't know. I never really watched them that much in NXT. That's right. I guess they're gonna see. We'll see what they hitting on in this tag team match between Motor City and these dudes. Pretty bummy. Yeah, I seen TNA. TNA went live. What was it on Tuesday? Was it Tuesday or was it Wednesday? One of those days. You know what I'm saying? My dude Matt Cardona had went up against Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's first title defense. Here we go. Oh, here come the tag team maneuvers from the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't know why this dude just stood there and but yeah, I watched a little bit of TNA going live.
Why the hell is Johnny Gargano going up against Apollo Cruz? Am I missing something? Okay, LA Knight going up against Tama Tonga tonight. Double shoulder tackle from Motor City Machine Guns. Double flapjack. Yeah, Apollo Crews and this dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, huh? Like, before I shit on shit, I like to, that's why I asked, like, did I miss something before I start burying that shit? I'm a little bit more patient now. Oh, man. He went face first into that motherfucking steel post, that ring post. They wilding on Chris Sabin. Double Irish whip face first into the ring post. Sheesh. Okay. Tama Tonga LA Knight. Like, nah, this dude is beefing with the bloodline again. Like, what the hell? I guess LA Knight, what else he's gonna do? I don't know. I find it weird that this dude Shinsuke is barely defending the US championship. It's a little bit like when he had the Intercontinental belt. Remember when he had the Intercontinental belt when he was King Shinsuke? That he barely defended the Intercontinental belt that time? Yeah, he's spinning the block on the bloodline, man. Hold on real quick. Oops. I hope I ain't do nothing goofy. Okay. Now I'm on the Twitch side of things. I'm looking at the chat over here. Just looking around, perusing. Pretty Bummy has the advantage right now. Okay. Everything copacetic on the Twitch side. I ain't got, what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to build this, of course. I'm gonna have to build the Twitch side, and eventually that's gonna get built too. Okay, rest hold time while they do the picture-in-picture commercial break. Pretty Bummy still has the advantage. They've been wilding on Chris Sabin for like a good 5 minutes now. Yeah, babe. Tomorrow, Saturday night's main event. We going live for that too. I heard this dude, Hogan, he ain't showing up tomorrow, or they told him not to show up. Nah, if you was to ask me, I think Hogan was the one that was like, "Nah, chill." And hey, fuck it. If he did that shit, more power to Hogan. B. Read the fucking room, brother. Ain't nobody trying to see you. Go home or stay home and enjoy being a grandfather. I think that's what they were saying too. They were saying that he got family obligations. So, but let's really be real, my dude. You know damn well if that shit didn't happen on Raw on Netflix, the first episode, you already know damn well you would have showed up on Saturday night's main event, grandfather or not. Yeah, they wild on Chris Sabin. I'm reading the group chat. TKO's he's fiending for this dude Jacob to say, "Oh, dog walk your ass." Basically means treat you like his bitch. Put a leash on your punk ass.
But yeah, the Her Syndicate be like, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be mad, but it's like, I mean, all jokes aside, do we really want to see Lash as a tag team champion? We figured like he was gonna go after the world title. Let's really be fucking real. Like if I was booking it, I'll be booking these dudes to be packing the Death Riders up. That's what I'll be booking. And I get it. They probably didn't want to go that route because they don't want to be faces. They want to be, you know, badass, cool looking heels. Yeah, we all waiting for that ballet. Okay, Alex Shelley got the hot tag, catching him with the elbows, building momentum. Okay. Flatliner DDT combo. Tony Khan too scared to do that. Will pack up the Death Riders. They need to do something with them. And then y'all have them closing out the show like looking dominant, beating up Edge. Like, come on. And you notice that's basically how most dynamites end now. The Death Riders looking strong. Switch that shit up. Only like one time the Death Riders didn't look strong at the end of the show. Toph.
You.
What's that? What thumbnail is that? Who's that?
That's Charmander with the culture hat.
Let me see.
Remember from Dumpy and Menace? My lovely milk of magnesia.
Right. What's going on, B? Like I had brought it back on SmackDown. Like I'm just watching. I'm about to this match is about to be over. Motor City and Pretty Bummy.
Oh. Yeah, they're not working out at all.
Yeah, I never really watched them in NXT, so I don't know much about them. They going with that whole pretty boy gimmick, and I guess.
Yeah, just a comedy team. Just a comedy middle of the card, basically.
I ain't gonna lie though, they've been wilding on Chris Sabin for a minute. I was tripped this dude Sabin face first into the ring pose. Like he literally hit his face on that shit outside the ring.
Yeah, I'm a little bit ahead of you right now. Thomas facing Knight.
Yeah, you're a lot ahead of me because I remember I brought it back to the beginning. So I don't like watching like commercials and ads and all the extra shit.
Yeah, right now Batu's taking Knight's lunch money. You know how it is.
Man, speaking of this dude, Jacob, shouts go out to my guy, King Eric from Off the Cuff Radio, for doing that mashup video for the kid.
Oh yeah, check that out. It's pretty cool.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? He said he might be pulling up tonight too.
They have one of those late night councils like the Adult Swim.
Yeah, B. Yeah, because like I told you, we went out a little earlier and shit. And then we went to go see Sonic 3. That shit was fun as hell.
Oh, what up, TKO?
Crazy. What up? Funny you said Sonic 3. I just saw that shit yesterday.
Yeah, I definitely had a fun time watching that shit. Like, it didn't even feel like a 2 hour long movie.
Yeah,
and they're coming out with a part 4 in 2 years. So
yeah, my mom was hella confused. She was like, honey, this movie, Sonic 3, didn't you play it out on your Genesis in 1994? And I was like, yes, Mom, but that was a game, not a movie. She was
and did you play it with Dick Flair?
The random cameo? Where did that come from?
Oh my
While you're
god!
eating a Whopper with Dick Flair and that piece of shit Steamboat and fuck Brian Pillman too.
You said Dick Flair? What the fuck?
He's a Dick
Oh
Flair.
wait, yeah, wait, John, you got to give him the lore. They never heard this. All right, so this is
Okay.
John's real story of when he met the franchise, Shane Douglas.
Okay, so ECW used to run the Lost Battalion Hall on Queens Boulevard in 95 and 96. And the cool thing about this place was it was a little like VFW Hall, but it was a nicer one. And literally within 20 feet of the exit, there was a Burger King and there was a strip club. Like it was the greatest thing ever. You could like, it was
Right after
so
you leave the
cool.
strip club, go right next door, get something to eat.
Exactly. Get a Whopper, go get a lap dance, and then go watch, Taz choke out 911. It was great. So the cool thing about the arena was like the back door lined up with the front door of the Burger King. So what was cool was the talent didn't have to go out the front of the building. They could like go out this back door and like kind of like glide right into this Burger King. So I'm in the Burger King, and it's after Douglas went back to ECW in early '96 after the failed Dean Douglas
Right.
run. Right now, he's got a little bit of a crowd around him. And he literally is ordering his meal. Oh, I forgot SmackDown's 3 hours. Okay. He's ordering his meal, but in between, like how you'd be like, oh, let me get a Big Mac, Coke, and a large fry, and let me get some ketchup on the side for the fries. Like that's how you order.
Right.
He would say one thing, and then he would turn around and do like an 8-second shoot on Flair, and then go back and add like the sides to his Whopper.
Well, he's
But then
doing that at the counter.
yeah, it was the greatest thing.
What the fuck? You turning senile or some shit? Like,
It literally was. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this as best I can. It literally was. Hey, let me get a Whopper and fuck Dick Flair for holding me down in '92 in WCW, and give me cheese with it, and fuck Ricky Steamboat, and give me some onion rings, and Brian Pillman's a piece of shit too, and I'll Diet Coke.
Oh my god!
I mean, odds are.
unreal.
Listen, Douglas knew he had a crowd in there, so he was probably playing up to us. But it was, I mean, it was one
Basically
of the,
healing, like trying to keep that kayfabe alive.
yeah,
Yeah.
listen, who's cutting a promo mid Whopper order? You know what I'm saying?
The only person who's done that is Cornette at Dairy Queen. That's as far as I know.
let me get
Oh
some
my
mayonnaise,
god!
motherfucker. But I mean, it was the funniest thing, and it's one of these things. Like, listen, I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, but I can remember every exact detail about Shane Douglas cutting like a 10-second promo on 3 people while ordering a Whopper meal at Burger King. It is like the greatest thing, one of the greatest things, top 5 greatest things I've ever witnessed in my life.
That's what's up, man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Shit, but yeah, B. We live on Twitch also, so you already know the vibes, B. We're gonna run them numbers up over there too.
Oh, you're on Twitch? Nice.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We expanding out here.
They just traded Damian Priest to SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense because he already
Yeah.
What's
did
that called again? The trade window or whatever was
The
it called?
transfer portal.
transfer portal. Transfer portal.
The
I'm here repeating them too.
Yeah,
Like,
but you know what though? You know what? Listen.
The transfer window. But hey, you know
transfer
what?
window, yeah.
You know what? Trade these guys over. They traded Bailey to Raw. They traded Priest to SmackDown. They just traded Austin Theory and Grayson Waller to Raw. So I'm like, why the fuck not? Switch them
They
up.
need they. Oh wait, so they still together. A-Town Down Under.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Like
but
put them
yeah.
in some competition at least. You know,
Didn't
he
they
got two tag team belts. Like you know what I'm saying.
bro,
Let's
they
have them
kept
do something.
teasing,
Yeah, but they
bro,
should have
they
been
kept
broken up
teasing
by
a break.
now.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
kept teasing a breakup between these two for like weeks and months in advance, and they never pulled the trigger.
Yeah, they didn't pull the trigger. They just left the story alone. Like
Well,
you
I don't
guys
mean to
supposed
be
to
You
forget it.
know,
disrespectful or
what you could
anything.
do? You know what you could do? Have them job to War Machine, and then have them break up on Raw. You could do that,
Yeah.
but you got to
Like,
do it like quick. You can't drag this out like past Mania. Like you got to do it like have them show up on Raw Monday, be like, "Hey, we're new here. We want a tag shot." Have War Machine steamroll right through them, and then have um Walker just turn on Theory. And you know what? You could make that like a pre-show WrestleMania match. Theory versus Walker, or you could have it on the SmackDown before WrestleMania, the Raw before WrestleMania. Just something, because you know what? It's something you started and you got to bring it to light.
I guess, but at this point, do you really want to cheer for either of these guys?
I was gonna say I'm not familiar with his indie work. That being Theory, what I'm seeing, I don't think he works as a face. He just seems better as a heel. So I don't know.
He's
Yeah, like,
not
but I think he
his
can be a
move. His
face.
He can. He's young enough and he's got a good enough look that if you
Yeah,
present
yeah,
him the
I
right
agree.
way,
He does have
he
to
could
look to
be.
be a like a nice mid card face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Little
You know
little
what?
too
his
cookie
move.
cutter, but you know
He
I think
he
he'll be
beat.
I
safe.
think his
He can
move
beat
set. I
Kaiser
think
on
his
a
move
Raw.
set is too cool.
Hmm.
He's got a good move set to be a babyface, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know,
Oh,
yeah,
hey, my dude
yeah.
Owens with
Theory
the
can
Bret
walk.
Hart jacket. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, like I was telling Toph, I'm like way behind because I don't never watch this shit live. I watch this shit during the show, like what the show's still live or whatever. I run into the beginning,
Hmm.
so I don't have to watch no
But
damn
yeah,
commercials or ads, nothing like that.
Yeah,
but
back
yeah,
when
they traded Baylor to Raw. A Town Down Under's going to Raw. They got Damian Priest on SmackDown now, and it looks like the Miz is moving
Miz
to
is on
SmackDown too.
SmackDown.
and they put
Yeah,
a Wyatt's on SmackDown, which people don't
Yes.
get either. That's kind of
that
weird.
that to me was random,
They
honestly.
trying to line
Yeah.
the Miz up. Don't the Miz got beef with the Wyatt Six? So they moved him to SmackDown by himself without the final testicles.
Yeah.
I don't even know. That was random as hell that they moved him. I don't
And
know.
I had pitched the idea a couple of weeks ago. I think it could have worked. I don't know why. You know, sometimes you just have an idea in your head, and you're just like, I think this will work. I think that Uncle Howdy and Cross, for whatever reason, I just feel like if they had a boiler room brawl, it would work. They haven't used that gimmick in years. I feel like
Hmm.
that will work with those two.
Yeah, it does fit their narrative. What's good, Josh? Josh says salute to the council in chat. Congrats on the expansion. You already know the vibes, Josh. We're gonna cook this year.
Yeah, man. Shinsuke Nakamura just announced he's going to be in the Rumble.
Can he announce that he's defending the belt? Like, when's the last time he defended the damn belt?
He just defended it last week.
Didn't he defend it against Andrade?
Yeah, he
a
just
couple
Oh,
weeks
defended it
ago?
last week against
that's how often he
Andrade.
defends this shit because I didn't even remember that.
No, that's how you. No, that's also how much you don't remember Andrade because motherfucker, everybody was mad Tony Khan treated him like a mid Carter, but he came back to WWE. He's still a mid Carter.
Because that's what he is. I keep
Yeah,
telling
some guys are
But
what
people.
there's
they
no
are. Yeah.
difference. No, my
Chris,
point is,
Chris
no,
is
but my
right.
point is, it's no different. So,
Some
like,
guys are what they are. And you go back to the Stephanie McMahon promo with Daniel Bryan back in 2013. Not everybody's world champion material. And it's true. You know, it comes off
yeah,
like a line for
Nah, she was
heat.
ridiculous when it came to
Nah,
Daniel
but
Bryan,
no,
though.
but you know what? You know what? Take the over dramatics with it out. It's true though. Not everybody's a world champion. Not
Yeah,
everybody's a
I could
main
agree with
event
no,
that.
guy.
you're right.
You
I agree
need
with that.
guys.
I agree with that.
You
I'm not mad that Andrade. I'm not mad that Andrade's a mid Carter. He could be an upper mid Carter. He's good, but the thing is, my problem is people were mad that they didn't put that Tony Khan didn't push him to the world title. I'm like, not everybody's gonna be world champion, and now y'all, and
Is
now that he
too.
went to WWE,
And
he's
it's an
still in the
yeah,
same position.
it's an
I think.
IWC problem because
Yeah.
you know
It definitely is too, because I think what also doesn't help is definitely like a generational gap. Because if anybody that grew up watching wrestling in the 80s and 90s, like there were a lot of guys that like never sniffed the world title, but you know what? They were still over, like Piper, Rude in
yep,
WWF.
Tito
You know,
Santana, Duggan,
right?
everybody
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
they
had
didn't
a
need no
role.
belts.
You
Yeah.
exactly, you didn't need a belt because everybody had their role. Like if you were gonna feud with Hogan, right before you got to Hogan, you went through Duggan.
hmm
Um, if you were gonna like when Warrior won the world title, you knew he was going to Rude because it made sense. You know, there are some guys. Henning is another guy who, oh, okay, you're a new champion. You're gonna feud with Henning. You know, there's guys that need, and I kind of feel like, and Chris knows I've said this for a couple of years actually. I feel like both companies, even TNA, are missing the guys that you could lock in a certain spot and be like,
I know
listen,
what you're saying. I know
you
what
know
you're
what I'm
saying.
talking about.
Well,
Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
where's the Duggan? When Cody finishes his feud with KO, right? Where's the guy that whoever Cody's next challenger is going to be beats on a SmackDown and moves up to Cody? There isn't a guy like that. It'll just be a random. It'll probably be Orton returning and turning heel,
yeah,
whatever this and that, and that's it. But you
because
go
Cody,
back
yeah,
to
you're
the
right. Cody don't have anybody.
right,
That's why he
but
keeps spinning the block on the
even
bloodline.
forget about Cody too. Like anybody doesn't have it right now. Who's the guy? Like they don't even do it with the Death Riders. Why is
Mhm.
you know whoever's going to challenge Moxley next, and forget about the fact that there's 75 guys lined up. Let's just say for argument's sake, it's going to be Jay White.
75 guys.
No. Listen to me for a minute.
Nah, he's
Right.
right. Nah, you right about that though, because we
Where is
talked about this too. Because
the Jay
they got
White?
they got a stacked roster for a
Wait,
world
hold up.
title.
Let me
Yeah,
break this down for people who don't get. So this is exactly this is what John's talking about, and you used to joke about this too. Say man. Okay. So to any listeners, I assume most people have played Mortal Kombat,
of
right? Any
course.
Mortal Kombat game. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite Mortal Kombat is like Mortal Kombat 2. When you boot up Mortal Kombat 2, at just at the top of the mountain, Shao Kahn, and it goes down in descending order. So you have to work your way up. But when you play Mortal Kombat 2, it's like, okay, Shao Kahn's the top boss. Then there's Mintaro. Who's before Mintaro? Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung is the guy that you got to go through to get to Khan.
Right.
So he's like like, oh, you want Khan, you got to go after him with blah blah blah. So John's talking about how like in wrestling companies right now, a lot of the companies currently at this moment, there is not anybody that has like that gatekeeper type role. Like you got to go through this guy.
Right.
Like you just mentioned TNA. When Lashley was in TNA and they were doing the Beatdown Clan, I remember it was Kenny King, and whoever
Right.
Lashley was feuding with, whether it was like Drew
Yep.
or like EC3 or Eddie Edwards or whoever he was feuding with, like
Right.
they had to go through like Kenny King first because Kenny King was like an X Division guy, a tag team guy, but he could
Like he
also like believably wrestle like a heavyweight. He wouldn't win, but it'd be like a competitive like 10, 12-minute match or something, and then like
And
they
then you
beat
would
Kenny. It's
end
like
with this. You would end with the stare down by whoever beat King with Lashley, meaning I'm coming for you. It was the
right,
same thing
right, right.
when Flair was on top. You beat one of the Horsemen, and whether it was Sting or Dusty or Von Erich, it would end with I'm coming for you, Flair. Same thing in WWF in the 80s and 90s. Earthquake would beat Duggan. Okay, Earthquake's coming for Hogan and the title. This one's coming for for Hogan with the title because they just beat Duggan. That's what none, and this is not a one company issue.
It's
None of
not.
these companies
It's
have it. The
not.
close and you know what pisses me off? I'll be honest with you. You have it almost on Raw with Gunter. Like you could have it be, you know, You beat
Got
Kaiser.
you right about that.
Yeah,
You beat
like I don't know
Kaiser,
why
you get
they
a title shot. I
got
know
rid
what
of
you did.
Imperium. Like
Did
they
they
could
really
have
get rid of it though?
No, because
They
Kaiser's
did.
still
They
there. But
kind of.
they
They
did.
kind of
the
did.
problem is
Ludwig Kaiser, he's jobbing out to this dude, either Braun Breaker or
the
Sheamus.
that's the
And
problem. They want
Vinci,
to
we
make
don't even know where the
Kaiser.
fuck Vinci went. This dude
Well, Vinci
Vinci,
hit on Tiffy, and that was it. But yeah,
Vinci's
the
gonna get
problem is
rid.
they want to
Vinci's
but
gonna
make.
that's
get
the
rid.
thing. Like, I'm gonna ask you because I asked them. Like, we really don't know. Like, does Tiffany Stratton really got power like that? Because it's like he hollered at her. So what? If he wasn't like being crazy with it,
No, but you know what? She probably went to Kaiser, who probably went to Gunther, and Gunther probably said something. You got to
Well, my
remember the domino
thing is,
effect. It's not just one to one. It's
yeah, I guess that makes
you
sense.
know
Yeah,
what I'm saying. It's
because I know
okay.
Gunther.
You hit on her.
That's Triple H's guy, Gunther. So
She's she's supposedly your best friend's girlfriend. Your best friend, now granted, your best friend doesn't have the stroke, but the guy your best friend is paired up with, and you just said it, is Hunter's guy. Hey, Gunther, you know what happened? Vinci hit on Tiffany. Okay, no problem. Hey,
well, why
Gunther,
put
what's
her on the
up?
same? Well, why put her? Well,
Listen, Mr.
why put
Paul.
Vinci on the same show as Tiffany though?
I don't know, man.
yeah, because then he ends up going to SmackDown afterwards. After he
Yeah,
hollered at her.
he's supposed to be on SmackDown, but
Because
he ain't.
I
I don't
think
know. He got to get released.
Kaiser and Gunther wanted them off, and you know what they did? You could do it. You could keep them apart from each other. What did Vinci do? Two shows, jobbed out to Cruz
Vinci
both times
dropped.
in about 9 seconds,
Yeah, but
and
why
then
Yeah,
why go through repackaging and all that
I
shit?
think
Remember,
what I'm
they
confused at
repackaged
is
him.
like I
If
think what I'm
hold
confused
on,
at
give me
is
one
like
second. Give me 1 second.
okay,
Like if the plan was to bury him or whatever, why go through all that repackaging and all that? It doesn't make any sense. Why even bring him to
where
that
the
they
I
show?
did a
agree
Period.
with.
lot of
That I
promos
agree with it.
too.
Just have them
They
wait in the
did.
ring, the jobber entrance, and have them get squashed. No, that I agree with you. You're 1,000% right. Why
the
give them the
problem is,
vignettes?
like that's a shitty thing. Like, okay, that's your guy. You're hitting on his girl. Like that's shitty, but I'm sorry, that's not worth getting buried over.
Yeah,
You
I
that's what I'm
think it.
saying.
I think it's I think it might be more than that. I don't know who Vinci pissed off backstage, or they just never said
clearly.
nothing
Yeah,
to
like
him
did he
like that.
like if he violated, then I understand. Like he was on some extra, like grabbing her, going, doing the most, and I'll
You know
understand that.
what? You know what? Was it a hey baby, you want to go out with me too instead, or was it maybe hey nice ass and I grab of the ass? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That we
yeah,
don't
it had to have
know.
been
You know what I'm
something like
saying?
that.
That could
Yeah,
be
If it
so
was
something.
something like
It could
that,
be
then by
something like
all
that.
means,
We
yeah.
don't know, dude.
yeah.
I don't think we're gonna know unless they announce tomorrow that Vinci's getting released. We're not gonna find
Yeah,
out.
we'll know when he gets released after the 90 days. That's when we'll know. So
Nah.
Yeah,
You know when you'll
ain't no
know?
way.
You know when you'll know? Because he won't own up to it. It would take, and not that he's in any danger. It would take Kaiser getting released.
oh, Kaiser. Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Because you,
Yeah,
oh, hey Vinci, because you
Van
know what's
Vliet will
gonna
get it out
happen?
of him.
You know what's gonna happen? Hey Vinci, what happened with you and Tiffany? Oh, nothing. That was just something blown out of proportion. But you get Kaiser in an interview. Hey, what happened with Vinci and Tiffany? Oh, let me tell you what happened. Listen to what this son of a bitch did. You get what I'm saying? Like the dynamic of the conversation changes.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Man, oh man.
Why the hell is BFAB teaming up with Mia Yim? Am I missing something here?
They're trying to
It's a
get
tag
B
BFAB
match.
some good
it's a tag
exposure and
match.
some good reps.
She's BFAB. I'll admit, BFAB actually. I don't know who's training her, but she actually is starting
Natty,
to look
Nat,
somewhat decent.
Natty is.
Natty's been, yeah, she's been training all the divas.
Yeah,
Divas.
and
I didn't mean to say
Makes
divas.
sense.
Excuse me.
yeah, they want to get her in with Michin and Chelsea and Piper to get her around like some good experience, some good in ring
Yeah, I hear you.
situational experience.
Why the
Yeah,
hell? What
it's a good
Mia Yim?
move.
What the hell you twerking Mia Yim? She was like, she got a long ass back.
Let her have fun, Sandman. Just give it to her, man.
Yeah,
Let her have
fuck it.
fun.
Just give it to her the
She's
way
the
I
best
would give
push
it
she
to
ever
Dick
got in her whole
Flair.
life.
I don't know if she's gonna. I don't know if they're gonna give her the U.S. belt. She's set to get another title
The
shot.
U.S.
No,
belt is a joke. I should be the ECW champ, the NWA champ, and the WCW champ. But fucking Ricky Steamboat wanted to be a stupid tag team wrestler, and I told him no. and he didn't listen.
Or he was
Like he was
definitely
in
good enough to
promo
be
mode.
Intercontinental Champion. What was it, 95? Yeah, he could have been Intercontinental. Well, wait, he was for like a couple of minutes before he
And then
lost.
Sean got beat up by 3 seamen guys, and the cokehead
Yeah.
Scott Hall comes in
The
and
cokehead
takes the
Scott
title
Hall.
away from me
Yeah, you
because
see
he
Oh,
had to stay with the
man.
clique. Damn it!
Nasa Tal Michin, you see her ballet?
Oh man.
By the
Man,
way, fun fact, real quick: the
what's
triple
up?
threat actually formed because Douglas and Candido hated the clique guys.
Oh. I
Oh
guess that
yeah,
makes sense.
of course they did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's obvious. Oh, that's obvious. But
She gotta
yeah.
get more comfortable in the damn ring, man. Like BFAB's like it's like she's still you can see she's nervous.
she's still green. Like this is like her third match officially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like
So yeah,
that.
yeah. So
But,
she's gonna get more comfortable soon.
but yeah, that's that. But to backtrack on what we were saying earlier, like to all the younger fans, like I've been saying, just Andrade as an example. Like some people are just going to be upper card regardless, and and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a solid intercontinental level, U.S. level. Like there's nothing wrong with that. So, but that's all. And I also think too that another big part of it is that the talent pool of whatever company you work for. The bigger company is going to have a bigger pool of talent. Smaller company, not so much. I think someone like, and it's not just Andrade, but you mentioned Andrade earlier. I think Andrade could be a world champion, like in a TNA.
Oh, me and
I think
Yim,
he could be. I
me
think
and
he
Yim
could be
picked
like an
special too.
IWGP champion, but like a WWE champion or like an AEW champion, like no. And I like him. I like Andrade, but yeah.
Yeah, you
Right.
know what it is? Like when Zelina Vega got split from him, that was the beginning of the end. That was
They
it.
need each other. Yeah,
They
they
they,
need
they,
each
they
other.
really do.
Yeah.
It might be too late now because the damage has definitely been done.
If you pulled them off of TV until after Mania and you debuted them together after Mania, it would work perfect because then you've got a lot of guys that start to take some time off, and who's not going to be on every week because Mania season's over. It would be the perfect time to do it. You do it on that post SmackDown after Mania with a promo of Andrade and Vega. It would work perfectly.
And plus, that's reset time. The Raw after
Exactly.
Mania, Raw after
Exactly.
SmackDown.
You
I mean,
do
that's
it now, it's going to get lost because everything's kind of
yeah.
already in the works. You know what I'm saying? You do it late April, early May, boom, done.
And I said this before too, and I got some hate for it. And if I'm wrong, I'll fall on my sword. But I don't think I am. What do you want to call him? Malachi Black, Alistair. I think he's just mid card too. Even when he was NXT champion, people forget. Yeah, like he was
Nah,
NXT champion. When
I
he
don't
was NXT
agree.
I'm
champion,
not gonna
he
lie.
wasn't even the
I'm not gonna
focus.
lie. I think I'm not gonna lie. I like Malachi Black too, but I don't really see him being WWE champion. Maybe he could be if he goes to Raw, he could be a world title contender. He could be one of those guys
Definitely,
that
yeah, he's definitely
challenges
a
for
main
the title.
eventer.
He
Like
could
he's
be one of those guys that
we
like
all agree on that.
challenges. Nah,
Yeah.
but he could be one of those guys that like is like a main eventer on Raw or SmackDown. He could be a world title challenger. But as far as him actually winning the belt, I don't.
I say when it comes to that, it depends on who's the champion at the time. Because I could see him beating a lot of motherfuckers legitimately when it comes to in the ring.
I don't think he's got it, bro. I think he's just mid card. I like the guy, but yeah.
No, but like I said, no, it just goes back to what I said. He could be a contender, a strong contender, but like a bridesmaid, but
Yeah,
never a
yeah, that's what I'm
bride.
saying.
I
He
don't.
said, "Oh, we had lost John." Well,
He'll probably come back.
yeah, hit the
Mid
link when
card,
you want to say
sure,
the link
but
is there. Just hit when you get a chance.
a mid carder, sure, but world title can he could be a strong contender, but not kind of like how they did with RVD. Remember, he was a world title contender and he was a strong one, but he never really got the belt till later.
You just stayed on that grind. You're right.
I just think what he lacks is I just don't think there's anything there.
I'm telling you, B. Like
What do
especially
you
when he
think
was
he
in
is?
NXT, he's definitely I think he's champion material. That's just me. And if
Listen, I'd be down for Black. I think Black should go to TNA. Honestly, I don't
yeah,
really.
he'll cook.
I
He'll
don't
cook
want
in
to.
TNA.
I'm not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lie.
speaking of TNA, they made the announcement that the current plan right now is they want to go live
Yeah, once a month. Yeah, and hey,
So it's a start. This is the
it's not
beginning of
like
their it's the beginning of their long. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know like they because admittedly I don't follow them like that anymore, but I did not know the show they did was the first live show in 8 years, and I was like,
yeah,
really? And I did some research on it, and Marky D did a video earlier today, and
yep.
basically they didn't do it for 8 years because they just didn't have the money, and I was like, damn. So
WWE probably got something to do with this shit. Probably hit
partnership. I don't see how they can't.
Right, like probably hit their charm up real quick. Like, yo, here, go on tour, B. Y'all need something going on. Go live real quick. And I always bash TNA because rightfully fucking so, but good for them, man. And it was a decent show. I seen like half of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah, it's decent. Like I said, the only well, besides Tessa Blanchard being there, her aside, the only criticism that I really give TNA right now, because I've been watching some of their shows, is, and again, this is just my opinion, from top to bottom, their product does not have anything, in my opinion, that stands out. They don't like everything they have is, again, minus Tessa, is perfectly acceptable. The wrestling is good. The storylines are good. The matches are good. Notice how I'm just saying good. Nothing's great. Nothing is like dog shit.
I don't
Everything's
think anything is great right now. That goes to all the promotions.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is like they don't have that niche. They don't have like that one
I see you,
story or that one wrestler that's like, wow, you can't see this anywhere else. Like they don't have that. They used to have it, but they don't. Like back in the day when Samoa Joe was like at his peak, nobody was like Joe. You know what I mean? Like I don't see anything like that on their current product, and I think they need to find that to really get people like behind them again. You know what I mean? Because like, and again, I know it's unfair to compare it to like the heydays, but man, as somebody who was watching the X Division, like when it happened back then, like
yeah,
AJ,
and that was their identity. That was their
Right,
identity.
like,
it was the X Division, the 6-sided ring.
They changed their identity so many times. They don't know who they are.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It was good, Anubis.
Nothing. I was just gonna piggyback off of that and say when they first started, they were only doing pay-per-views every month. Like they didn't even have a show, and they were still trying to find their identity then. And it was like it was too fast paced. Like it was like original ROH.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of those people from ROH went in to become the X Division, so it makes sense. And it just takes a second to find your identity. Did you check out Fourth Rope Wrestling?
Yeah, definitely. Remember, we were talking about it in the comment section. I spoke about it briefly a few episodes ago.
But yeah,
fucking remember I was saying I had Pete Rock, and this dude, my guy Primo, DJ Premier. They was doing do a little mixing and all that shit. You had Dave East performing. You had Moose against Zilla Fatu for the inaugural belt, the Fourth Rope Championship. Shit, Joe Hendry and Bumby Dollar had a match.
Say that. Can't believe you said that.
Yeah, I see Cody's talking to Damien. He's like, "Hey, yo, bro, I'm gonna need you to lose to me a couple of times in a few months.
Right?
Gotta give you something to do after Mania, bro." So
that's all it is.
We don't even know we don't even know who his challenger would be.
I can't stop calling him Punishment Martinez, even though I know he's Damian Priest, but I just remember as Punishment Martinez. I'm like, if this dude don't get into the WWE,
so badass. See, that's the difference. The difference is like when he was Punishment Martinez, he was from the Bronx. Now he's from New York.
Well, what I found funny about that character, watching him in Ring of Honor, I'm like, you literally tower over everybody, like Donovan Dijak used to.
Right.
I'm up to Tiffany Stratton. She cutting her promo.
Probably because she beat Bailey last week. Great match, solid match, by the way.
This is Nia
Sorry,
Jax.
I'm walking back. I just got off work.
No, you good. It's not too loud in the background. But here comes Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Jim Cornette did what he does best. He makes me love him, and then he says something stupid.
Yeah, it's always been like that. It's always been a seesaw effect when it comes to his goofy ass.
Did you see his Tessa Blanchard remarks?
What did he say?
No, what he said?
He was like, Brian Last was trying to explain. He's like, well, what context was it in? And all this other shit. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. You can call me the N-word when it's in context. Spit in my face.
Well, he said he could wait. That's what Cornette said about Tessa.
Well, he was asking all kinds of because he didn't know. He's all like, but what was it in context? Did she get dropped on her head? Did they mess up? And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't justify you yelling at me and spitting on me. I'm sorry.
Right. Fuck up out of here.
Yeah. You can call me an asshole. You got me a lot of stuff, but no, buddy. No.
The first thing you think of, you fucking nigger.
Yeah.
And Shorty forgave her. They all huggy, like they about to go to the club and all that. I'm like, Shorty, you better be ashamed of your fucking self. Like,
no, you know why? Come on, you don't know why she did that? That wasn't. It's the simple fact it's a pecking order deal. I mean, she has to look that way because she can get screwed over later on.
And the fact that they took that picture just confirmed that it happened. Because you have some people, we don't know for certain. It was just allegations. Like that picture was not taken for no reason. The fact.
And remember that. Oh, sorry. And remember, she never brought it up.
Right.
She never said anything about it. All the other people, told what happened. But that lady said, "No, I don't want to say nothing."
This is the other part that gets left out as well. Like, not only did she call the chick the N-word, it was more than that. She called her the N-word and she spat on her. Like,
spat in her face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah.
There ain't no context to that.
Real number bullying other female talent everywhere she goes. Fuck her.
Oh, and also remember,
she's gonna be on her best behavior now because she done burnt all her bridges, so she has no choice but to be on her best behavior now in TNA.
Well, also because they're doing the kind of merger. But the thing that I had said was way before any of this came out, I thought it was strange that when she did the Mae Young Classic, as good as she supposedly was, I wasn't that impressed. But everybody was talking about her and they passed on her. And I'm sitting up here going, now why would they do that?
Especially when the story I heard, Anubis, and I've heard this from a very reliable source. I heard because I know what you're referring to. When they did that first Mae Young Classic, she went out in the first round against Kairi Sane. The story I heard two things. One, she got into a very loud argument with Ricochet. They were dating at the time. And the odd thing was they were together for a long time. And right around the time Ricochet got signed by WWE, they broke up. And I thought the timing was like very, very, very suspicious. But yes, I heard that they got into an argument and it pissed off a lot of the other girls backstage because they were trying to focus on their match. And the second story I heard was when she was found out that she was being knocked out in the first round, she bitched about it.
So, yeah, I heard about that. Wait, I got one more though before I stop talking and quit interrupting about this particular tale. Did you see Cafe Rene Dupree when he had Teddy Hart and Paul London on there talking about it?
I only seen a little bit of that episode.
No, did you see the part when Rene Dupree was like, well, is she racist? I mean, she used to date Ricochet, and Paul London said, well, in her defense, he's the honkiest white dude. He's the honkiest black dude I've ever met.
Hey, yo, and motherfuckers kill me with that shit. Like, oh, how can such and such be racist? They mess with like racist people ain't ever fuck opposite their race before. You know what I'm saying?
But it was just
Also,
funny
Or a
because
different race.
in
Like,
the
give
case
me a
of
Paul London was
break.
basically like, that's some bull. And Teddy Hart was on there too, being Teddy Hart. So, you know.
and also too, in the case of Tessa, the reoccurring thing was all the stories of her being bullied. All the negative stories were from girls, not guys. So that gives me the impression that Tessa was the kind of mean girl who was mean to other girls, not guys. Like you have bullies who are mean to both, and then you have bullies who are only mean to girls. Because no guys came out and said any negative shit about her. It was just
Well, yeah.
girls.
Oh,
You know?
she called her a cunt. I didn't know that. Ballet says she didn't call her a bitch or the C word that rhymes with punt. Tessa the heifer called her the N word. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the girls never changed their stories. Like, you know, Darby
Yeah.
Allen, I forgot her name. Darby Allen's ex, the one with the red hair, Gigi, right?
Gigi
Dolan.
Dolan. Yeah.
Yeah, she called
Oh,
her
I know
out.
he used to. I
Chelsea.
know he used to fuck with her. I didn't know that.
They were married.
Yeah, they were
married.
married. She
Yeah,
just had a different. She just has a different hair color.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think Gigi said something along the lines of like, "You've been a bully to me and like many other girls in the business for years." Chelsea Green to this day, Chelsea's to
Yeah.
this day, like she's
Yeah, Chelsea
still,
Green don't fuck with her at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What was it? But yeah, the reason why that she took the reason why that girl took the picture with Tessa was because, like I said, for the same reason she didn't speak out in the first place. She didn't want to get blackballed. I mean, her dad still has pull in the business.
His racist ass.
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's a Jeff Hardy situation. I'm not saying, you know, not it's a Jeff Hardy thing because the reality is when you have talent, you'll get chance after chance after chance, whether you deserve it or not. And
Yeah.
that's just what it is, you know.
I'm more scared about Jeff Hardy.
Marty Jannetty. Shit, Marty Jannetty is the same one. He got a lot of. I think he got more chances than Jeff Hardy. Marty Jannetty.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what annoys me more than anything is like because of that, because and like the fallback plan, and this is like where TNA, they just have to ask themselves, because like I said, like literally she's the only negative I can say about the shows that I'm seeing. But what annoys me is she comes out and she just gets all this heat, and you have these defenders that are like, oh, look at her, like she's great for television. It's like, no, bro, she's not getting heat because she's a good heel.
Yeah, she's trying to lean.
heat
She's trying to lean into that shit too. Like that's what she's trying to get. Like she's really trying to get that nuclear heat shit over. And it's like, no, we're not gonna do that shit. And you see how she looks now? She looks like she looks crazy now. She looks like, well, how much pounds she lost? Like 50 fucking pounds?
Yeah, she lost a lot of muscle. Because you remember when she was there last time, she was wrestling dudes. So she had to roid up a little bit, you know, to be a little bit more believable. But now she's wrestling girls again. She's just like, no, I'm just gonna go back to looking like a regular chick now. So,
but she always was like, you know, before she was wrestling dudes, she was, you know, when she had some meat in her bones.
yeah.
Fuck her. Tessa the Heifer, that's her name. Ballet christened her. Tessa the Heifer.
Tessa should have. They should have never gave Tessa.
Nah, the only intergender wrestler I liked when it came to the women has always been Jazz.
Oh, Jazz.
Man, they should have never gave. Man, they should have never gave Tessa that women's that men's wrestling.
She was the only one that was believable to me.
Shit,
and Jacqueline.
I was just about to mention her. Jacqueline had to do a interview.
Kevin Owens is a troll.
What do you do?
He's a fucking Naomi t-shirt, and he's gonna wrestle Jimmy. And he's wrestling Jimmy Uso. He is wrestling Jimmy Uso, and he's wearing a Naomi t-shirt.
Gotta love it.
Nah. Well, remember he used to be the king of Twitter when he first started in WWE.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right.
He was like the best clapback troll ever.
Oh man, he's that is fantastic. He's wearing Naomi's t-shirt and he's wrestling Jimmy Uso. That's awesome.
Yeah, main event Jimmy Uso doesn't have the same ring to it. Sorry, Jim.
Big Jim. Like my man,
To be fair, Big Bill does have a ring to it, but yeah, Big Jim doesn't.
Like Big Bill sound better than Big Jim. That Big Jim sound wild crazy.
Neither one of them really sound good or better to me. I'm like,
Exactly.
once you put, see, in order for it to work, you got to have a last name. Like, he wasn't called Big John; he was Big John Stud.
Right.
Right. Can you imagine?
He was Big Dick Dudley, not just Big Dick.
No, that
No, that
whoa,
was
that
stupid.
shit was wild crazy.
Now that-
Like,
Now that one was stupid.
but that was
That
my
was his
dude.
name, though.
Right. Big
No, I
Big
know,
John
I
Stud.
know. That was my
Big
guy,
John
Big Dick
Stud.
Dudley. Pause.
Big John Stud wasn't big anymore when he was running away from Andre, but to be fair, everybody was. So you know.
That's come on. This dude Andre the Giant was doing hurricanranas. Like,
Oh yeah, I've seen his old stuff. It was insane.
word, because I thought this dude was a bum. I thought he was highly overrated. But when I seen like old school shit of Andre the Giant, I'm like, yo, this dude was doing drop kicks, hurricanranas. I'm like, hey, fucking yo.
Yeah,
Well, you're working with Harley Race, and Harley Race ain't finna just have you up in there making him look bad. We gonna put on a good match, or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I think that was Harley Race's teaching methods at the time.
And when he got that bad back,
you know.
Right.
when he had got that bad back, that's when he wasn't like he couldn't move around in the ring like how he used to.
Yeah, I miss Bad News Brown too.
Hell yeah. Shit, they need a modern day Bad News Brown.
He was just great. Gloves, cowboy boots. Plus, I love the ghetto blaster. That was just such an easy, simple move. But I'm just like,
right. And you give it to the back of the head.
Yeah, you don't see it coming.
What's his name is actually similar to him. He's pretty good, but TK don't use him. Shane Taylor. I like Shane Taylor.
Oh,
You know what? You're right. Matter of fact, aren't they beefing? Aren't they beefing with the Undisputed Kingdom, the Shane Taylor Productions?
Yeah, saying I like the Shane Taylor promotions. I like the whole aesthetic of what he does. Like, you know, he's like a CEO of a company, and you know, he's got like, I don't know those two guys' names. They're like mostly on Ring of Honor. It's like a tag team.
That's how I first saw Shane Taylor. He used to be partners with Keith Lee.
Who the?
Yeah,
is it one of them Lee Moriarty? TKO.
Yeah. He's the pure champion. Yeah, they're all really good. They're all really good. They don't get too much. Like the few times they do show up, they're on Collision. But every time I see them, I'm always impressed. And yes, you're right. He did team with Keith Lee back in Keith's independent days. I forgot what their team was called. I think they were called Limitless. I think that's their name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was their tag name, Limitless. So
infantry.
Yeah, infantry. Yeah, yes, infantry. Infantry. Lee Moriarty. Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, they're definitely better than the Death Riders. You know.
Yeah, now I see why they call them the Death Riders, because they fucking trying to bring death to AEW, literally. And it's like I was saying from before y'all pulled up, it's like almost every single Dynamite at the end of every single Dynamite, they're on top. They always got the advantage. They always closing out the show. Only one time they didn't close out the show on top. I think that's right before World's End. I think it was that. But every other show,
do that. Yeah, you can only do that if it's working, and this isn't. So
it's not working at all. You know what I think?
Because you keep doing movie ideas.
You know what I think helped not like did it help at all? Because I mentioned this from before, but TKO was saying that he didn't think Shane McMahon was gonna come through. He never thought Shane was gonna come through, but a lot of people thought Shane was gonna come through. I think that's what helped hurt it too, because Shane never showed up.
That's what happens when you assume.
Work yourself into a shoot.
And what I said was at the very beginning, you know, and I'll keep it simpler. I don't really care too much about the Shane shit. Is at the very beginning when they turned on Danielson and he got the paper bag and all that, like none of that was necessary. If they really wanted to get heat, you could have did that same thing where Claudio and Pac just show up and just beat up, you know, Danielson. You have Renee come out, and Renee's like, you know, what are you doing? You know, that's his wife and shit. And then you have, you know, what's her name? What's the chick's name that's always with him?
Marina Shafir.
Right. Have the Marina chick show up and have Marina take her out. Like, wow, this dude had his own wife beaten up. You know, that would have gotten to me like way more heat than whatever they did with Brian, because like that's your wife and you're letting this chick just beat up your wife. You know, if you
That
really want
dirty
to
son
go
of a
really
bitch won't even defend his wife. That kind of deal, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, to me, that would have gotten way more heat, because then it would have gotten Marina more heat too. Because then, when because she's always interfering in his matches and shit. You know, imagine if like she interferes in the match and then here comes Renee and Renee like tackles her. Like, imagine the pop for that. That would have been good. You know, I'm just trying to keep it
would
simple.
she be willing to get physical though? That's the thing.
Well, I'm guessing
I don't
not.
think.
That's probably why she didn't do it. I guess.
Hey, it
Maybe
worked for
she
Sherry when they did it to Elizabeth.
Right.
Yeah, she's not doing anything. Well, I
Yeah,
won't
she's
say
not
she's
even
not.
wrestling.
That's all she's really doing. She's supposed to be there, China. She's the
I know
muscle.
I know she wrestles on Ring of Honor part time, but yeah.
Yeah, she wrestles on Ring of Honor and she does the blood sport thing, which is fine and all,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I just saw Kira Hogan wrestle again. She still got it. She was on that Ace of Wrestling I was telling you about.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out when I get the chance.
Oh, nice.
And Big
AS
Swole was the
Hogan
host.
ASE wrestler.
Kira
That's how it's-
Hogan's always nice though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like
so what?
But a real indie.
I think Kira Hogan's underrated, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kiera Hogan is good. I see her wrestle live and all that shit. She's good.
It's a small promotion, though. It's out in South Carolina, but I watch a lot of these because that's, like I said, in Vegas. When I lived in Vegas, I used to watch Future Stars of Wrestling, so that's how I knew about LA Knight before he was Eli Drake, when he was still Sean Ricker.
You took it way
And
back
when,
with that.
and when Karrion Kross was still Kevin Cross, he wasn't even Killer Cross yet.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, his promos were sweet. If you watched them, his old Future Stars, he cuts great vignettes.
Oh, I know. He cuts his own personal vignette. He has a YouTube channel, this Cross, where he cuts these crazy promos. So, yeah, I know.
Shay Rex. I don't know how to pronounce your name, my dude. I'm sorry if I butchered it. They also didn't have much emotional aftermath when Danielson got taken out. Yeah, it was like when he got taken out. Oh, on to the next one. Like nobody don't care about. Nobody don't care that the former champion basically got murdered. I guess.
It's because it's all sloppy.
It's like they just moved on from it.
And
it's just been real sloppy there. It's like you aren't creating any stars, Tony, if they're the ones just running roughshod. And everybody's just jobbed out for them.
You try to rebrand my dude Orange Cassidy, and he turned into more of a bum than how he was when he was a good guy.
Orange Cassidy was always.
He hasn't even been.
Like Jim Cornette said, against Wardlow, it should have been.
When's the last time he was on TV? You got a point. Like, when's the last time?
The last time Orange Cassidy was on TV, he lost to Hangman. That was it.
I don't mind.
It was after World's End. He's been gone since World's End.
He's actually been overexposed for a long time, so
yeah.
But we got to give Tony Khan credit. I mean, because of him, WWE's making a crap load of money right now because he just keeps letting people go.
Keep letting who go? He's holding people hostage.
And also, that's not necessarily his good thing, because WWE keeps signing motherfuckers. They gonna be oversaturated again, and that was one of their problems 10 years ago.
I forgot what I was watching, but Kylie Ray's back too. Like, I guess she's done with her maternity or whatever.
Wait, where is she?
She was wrestling on. I forgot. It was a Portland show. Like, it was on YouTube. I just be catching these, but there she was being adorkable.
I mean, she got issues. One day, like I remember when she was on TNA, she was in line for a major push, and then she just disappeared. Like, what?
Yeah, she's got anxiety issues and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, mental health is important. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but you're in line for a major push at a major show and you duck out like last minute. That's kind of crazy.
I know that the last thing, like after AEW, she had a kid. I think she
Yeah,
did have a child.
I know that. I know she definitely
Mhm.
did. But I'm just saying in
Right.
general, bro. Like the way her mind goes from in and out, 0 to 100. Like it need to be looked at for real.
Well, I guess she was gone since AEW, so it was surprising to actually see her. I was like, Kylie? I wish I remember what it was I was watching. Like I said, I go through too many. I watch way too much wrestling. All right, took off.
But like I said, WWE is starting to get oversaturated, man. If they keep signing motherfuckers, they just scored. They already using Penta great, and now they thinking about signing Aleister Black. There's a rumor for that now. Like I don't know about this.
Yeah, I'd have him chilling out in the back. His wife's there anyway.
Oh,
If he's actually married to her. I don't know if they dating or married. Him and Selena.
yeah, they're married.
Yeah.
They're married. Him and Selena. They've been married for a while, actually.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if they were married or just, together. But I do get the oversaturation thing. That does happen. But plus it's even harder because, they got rid of the WWE Network, which I loved. I used to watch all of the programs they had on there.
Oh man, I remember that. I don't know how smart that was, but
There was I used to actually watch 205 Live and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I tried
And
watching
Saturday.
they had 205 Live. They had some good matches, but I just barely I enjoyed the matches between Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy, but yeah, they had great matches. But aside from that, I don't know.
Well, they should have just kept, if they wanted to do it, I think they should have did it like, remember how WCW used to do Monday Nitro where like you'd have all the cruiserweights and fast-paced stuff at like the first hour and whatnot?
Yeah.
Then like your second hour was more reserved for your storylines and everything. Or like,
But the difference is
matches in the middle and then like the third hour when it was a 3-hour show.
Yeah. But the thing
Then they would
about it
showcase
is
a lot of talent.
But the thing about it is they actually cared about the cruiserweights and and most of the cruiserweights back then they would have like 2 or 3 matches at the top of the show. Instead, when WWE did it now, they only had like 1 match and it would be like 2 minutes and people would forget about it.
Cruiserweights will never work in WWE. That's all I'll say. For a variety of reasons, they'll never work in WWE.
Yeah, definitely not nowadays because that's like the norm now when it comes to cruiserweights.
Yeah.
It did.
The thing about the cruiserweights is that they used to do the stuff the big guys wouldn't do.
205 didn't work for a lot of reasons. Like, we'll be here all night. Like, firstly, the main people that they wanted to sign, they didn't get. Triple H wanted Ibushi and he wanted Zack Sabre Jr. and they both told Trips to fuck off. So since they couldn't get the people that they wanted, they put the belt on TJP. Nothing against TJP, but TJP is just not a guy you can focus the division around. The second reason it didn't work was it didn't make sense because they did the whole tournament in front of Full Sail, who was basically the hardcore wrestling fan. So when they revived the Cruiserweight division, it should have just been part of NXT. But instead, they brought it to the main roster, a completely different audience, a casual audience, and they didn't know who the fuck any of these people were. The only reason 205 was even on Raw was because Vince wanted 3 hours, and you got to have time to kill, and that's what 205 was. It was a time killing segment between hour 1 and hour 2. And the last reason,
it shouldn't have left that fast.
Right. And the last reason 205 Live didn't work, and I talked about this, was, as Sandman just said, it doesn't work. It doesn't hit the same because now you have like all these middleweight guys like Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, people like that can do the same high flying moves that cruiserweights can do. And it doesn't make sense because I remember they would have like, say, Neville versus Austin Aries as a 205 Live match. And the very next match was Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. And Finn Balor is smaller than Neville and Aries. And it's like, but he's a heavyweight. And then fans were like, oh, well, you can't put Finn Balor in the cruiserweight division because he's too big of a name to be in the. And like, bro, Rey Mysterio was in the cruiserweight division when they brought him in fucking 2002. He was one of the biggest merch
former
sellers
heavyweight
they had.
champion.
Vince didn't care. So, like, if you think someone's too big to be in a cruiserweight division, that's just even more of a reason why it's not going to fucking work. It's just too political, bro. It's never going to work in WWE. It was a good idea. I appreciate the attempt Triple H did. The tournament itself was great. Like, 205, the entire tournament itself, that was like some of the best television WWE's ever produced. Great tournament, but that shit was like a real life fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. It was great.
And then when they made it his own show, that's when they started to lose me. Like, all right, now, like that was his own show. Ain't nobody here to see that shit.
But what I wanted to see, what I was trying to say is that just because I was a huge, like we were talking about TNA, I was a huge X Division mark. That was, like I said, that's what I just loved the X Division. I liked the Ultimate X match. I liked all of that.
Me too.
I love seeing Samoa Joe hit them corkscrews outside of the ring, and that Deadly Island Driver.
Repping for us fat niggas out here, B. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, hell, there's a lot of big dudes that can move, and it's ridiculous. Like, that was what made Bam Bam so special.
Yep.
That dude can move, hitting cartwheels and flips.
Shit, Keith Lee. Like, he got to slow down now, but shit.
Yeah. Well, I liked his aura.
He's alive, man. I'm just happy he's alive.
I liked his aura. He has great aura. Like, I used to love that bask in my greatness.
Hell yeah. Like him and motherfucking, what's my dude name again? Feature Eye. So Donovan Dijak.
Yeah.
They used to have great matches in NXT.
I always say Keith Lee was like the biggest, I'd say. He's the biggest what if of like the modern era because he got like the respect. He got the respect fist from like Roman and Brock like all within like a 2-month time.
And Vince liked him.
Yeah. So
Vince liked
him. But Vince, he likes to gimmick people up in weird gimmicks. Like when he had Cross dressed like a gladiator.
Or have him Bearcat right. Have him do the Bearcat is like.
What the fuck is that?
I guess I get what Vince was going with it because he did tell Keith Lee to slow down. We didn't know I could say me. I don't know about everybody else, but at the time I didn't get it. Like, yo, why you want him to slow down his offense? I guess I know now because probably Vince knew about his condition from at that time. And probably told him to slow down.
And like I said before, I think TK knew and TK was protecting him because when he teamed up with Swerve, if you go back and just look at most of those matches when they were tag team champions, Swerve was doing like 80% of the match. And then Keith would come in and do a hot tag, hit a few spots in and then back to Swerve. And when that team ran its course and Swerve turned on him, he wasn't really on TV. And the few times he was on TV was on Rampage teaming with Goldust or Dustin. And same thing, like Dustin's much older than Keith.
But Dustin can move.
Dustin was doing like 80% of them. I mean, Dustin can still go, but like, because he's the older guy, you would think that like, Keith would carry most of the weight, but like it was actually Dustin doing most of it. Keith would come in, do the hot tag. It's like, what's going on? And all of a sudden you hear the story about how like he literally almost died. And it's like, oh, okay. So that's what's going on. Yeah. So I think TK knew the whole time. That's why he was protecting him. So clearly he was hurting a lot more than he was letting on. I mean, we know that now, obviously. So
yeah. You know who else I would like to see, and they ain't gonna do it, but I would like to see the Hurt Syndicate take out my boy, You just said his name. I can't believe I already messed it up. Swerve. I need them to take him out, and while he's gone, I need Killshot to show up for revenge.
It's like they forgot all about that fucking beef.
Well, first
I
of all,
love Killshot.
I don't know if they're legally allowed to do that. Like
yeah, that might be AAA property. Yeah. That might be AAA property. But I loved Killshot. I knew it was Swerve, but I like that character.
Hell yeah. That's how I got first introduced to him.
Yeah, I first saw him when he used to come out to Ain't Nobody by Shaka Khan. He come dancing to the ring. Him and Darby Allin had a sick ass match. That was in MLW. Like that was when I first saw Darby Allin too.
Yeah, I first seen Killshot at Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Killshot. Like, I didn't know he was in MLW to that interview that this dude had Senshi or Loki. He had on Cafe de Rene, and he was talking about how he was the hitman and he to take out this dude Killshot when he was champion, MLW champion. Like I never even knew I never knew that because at that time I didn't watch MLW.
Yeah. Well, that's how I got on the Matt Riddle too. Like MLW was like how I saw a lot of stuff. But yeah, I seen
MLW. I used to watch MLW a lot. They had a good product going for a bit there.
I didn't even know Swerve was Killshot for the longest. I used to smoke a lot, so I'm sitting here like, wait, that's the same guy, isn't it?
Well, you said AAA. That's AAA's properties. Killshot, the Killshot gimmick.
Yeah, because Lucha Underground was I think it was a AAA idea.
Oh, I didn't know.
It was a AAA.
I didn't know that.
And it was written by Chris DeJoseph, who used to be a writer for WWE.
Yeah, you remember? I know you remember him, Sam. Man, remember that one guy, Tejano? He had the hangman gimmick. He used to come out like with the bull rope and shit and Lucha Underground. Yeah, he was the AAA champion. Yeah, he was the AAA champion like for most of the Lucha run. So, I think TK would have to like probably go to AAA and ask for permission. But I'm not against the idea of Swerve like pulling out Killshot like for gimmick matches or something. You know,
right?
Like
just like what just like what Anubis just pitched, like him having a revenge angle. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. It's something.
Yeah, they'll definitely run back Swerve and Lashley at some point, but not anytime soon. You know, because neither guy should be losing right now. So keep them away from each other.
Plus Swerve and Lashley just won the tag titles, and Swerve is about to feud with Ricochet, so they'll be all right.
That's not happening. That's what I'm saying. Like them spinning the block on that Lashley shit ain't gonna happen no time soon. I was saying that it was too soon for them to have a match in the first place.
But it didn't hurt either of them, honestly.
Hey, speaking of, did you guys ever see when Shelton Benjamin was actually in Suzuki-gun? No. He was great when he wasn't. Like, he just come up in there, like, people he wrestled, go, I already kicked your ass. You need me to do this again? Like, he just be talking mad crap and beating the crap out of those poor dudes.
That's Toph lane. Toph be into the like the Japanese wrestling more than me. I would say I don't know about TKO, but that's definitely Toph's lane.
Yeah. Well, I was just watching New Japan because I like Minoru Suzuki, and I was happy to see Taka Michinoku was still wrestling. So that's what got me there.
What? When was this?
Yeah, Taka Michinoku used to be in Suzuki-gun. That was Minoru Suzuki squad. That's where Davey Boy Smith Jr. was. That's where. What's that big dude's name? The one that does the Texas Tower Bomb, where it's like a choke slam, but he falls with you. They waste him in AEW. I'm bad with names right now. Yeah,
Archer.
Yeah,
Lance
Archer. He was in Suzuki-gun also. Like that was a cool squad.
Yeah.
Yep. Was good.
It's basically what Mox is going for, but it's not working. So.
Yeah.
Suzuki.
Well, they don't. He's trying to make it too movie-like.
Yeah, Suzuki-gun was basically just like a group of hoodlums that like they were like a group of outcasts that used to just basically just beat up people and shit.
And all of them had a unique gimmick though. Everyone, like El Desperado.
Right. But like that shit just doesn't work in America. It works in Japan though. So
yeah. But what MVP said about Did you hear what MVP said about working Japan? How he's like, how easy it was to like get a beef going. He said, you don't even like out here. We got to say this and that. Out there, you just got to go. You have no honor. And then the crowd's like, oh, you heard what he said? He said, you got no honor, dog. You got to make it happen. You know, that'll set up a whole, that's a 3-month run right there.
That's right, B. Super kick that like button. Yeah, Apollo won. Who would have known?
Apollo Crews?
Yeah, they threw him a bone.
That's nice.
Yeah, you know, Triple H got to do something.
I'm about to say Gargano, excuse me.
Yeah, I call that the monthly Triple H fund. You know, he's got to give the niggas something, you know, to get the allegations off of him.
Throw the nigga a few shillings.
Apollo has all the skills, but my problem is I'm like, dude, you always smile. I couldn't take you serious if I wanted to.
Well, he had something going with that whole Black Panther gimmick he had going on, and they just squandered it.
Yeah,
I like that. I like the Nigerian.
Yeah, that African gimmick, that shit was cool, and then they just like, well, we changed our mind for nothing.
That was Vince. That's what that was.
But Apollo, every time I saw him, I'm just like, dude, you smile way too much. And quit calling every black dude Apollo. Hell, that was Austin Creed's name for the long. He was Consequences Creed. I'm like, what is it with y'all and Rocky?
Right.
They had him dressing like Apollo Creed when he was in TNA.
What was his name for Uha? Uha?
Oh, Uha.
Uha.
Yeah, his name, but that was his name though.
Yeah.
That's his name. Like he's, African dude. But he used to, like, he can go, but it's just, he always looks the same. Like, there's no, like, to me, I'm just like, quit smiling.
Yeah, Uha Nation, and Commander a Sneeze.
And ACH came back. Like, he's wrestling again.
Oh, God.
Oh, where's he at? Where's ACH?
That fucking loony bin.
And well, when I saw the Jordan Miles t-shirt, the prototype, I'm like, yeah, you didn't have to go off, but you should have talked to them. Been like, no, we can't put this out.
Triple H, I remember Triple H said that was his idea.
I'm like, well, it was like, if you look at it, I'm like, that looks blackfacey.
I'll tell you what that was, bro. I'll tell you what that was. What that was that he wanted to get fired. He didn't want to be there for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And he just wanted out. And
he wanted to find a reason.
Yeah, that's what it was. And so my thing is, I was like, bro, man, you knew what kind of time they was on before you signed the contract. So, like,
exactly.
So because and what's weird too is like before he went there, he had no negative stories about him at all. Like he was like in TNA, he was in Ring of Honor, he was in New Japan, like he was everywhere. Like he was just a nice guy. He liked anime and shit. He was a little out there. He never did anything like crazy. And as soon as he went to NXT and that shit happened, I won't say he got blackballed, but like he became toxic. Like I barely hear about him anymore. Like
that shit
happened to run across.
What we said, TKO?
That shit bit him in the ass looking back on it, because look at him now. Where is he?
Yeah. He was
it
like
wasn't,
one of the
it wasn't only that, he apologized. Like remember when the pandemic hit and shit started getting crazy out there? That's when he wanted to apologize. Like WWE was like, yeah, okay.
It's crazy because he was right there, like with a lot of the indie guys I see now on TV. He was like the same class as like Damian Priest, Sammy Guevara, Luchasaurus, the Young Bucks, Omega, Rollins, he's
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah,
and remember, like he was booked good on NXT. Remember, he won that tournament. I forgot the name of the tournament that Triple H was.
It was like a top prospect tournament or something like
that. Yeah, he won the tournament. He was about to push him to the moon, and then he just crashed out.
Yeah, he just didn't want to be there. He didn't want to be there, and he's just looking for a reason. So he was like, "What can I do to get myself fired?"
Yeah, let me just blackball.
He probably burnt him. He probably burnt himself out, and that was the reason. But because he had been going for like years and years and years on top of years. I remember seeing, like you just said, he was everywhere. I'd see him on every show. Yeah. I remember him wrestling as Tiger Mask in New Japan for Wrestle Kingdom. Him and Kota Ibushi was the other Tiger Mask. They had a Tiger Mask for the anime that came out. That was a good match, though.
Oh wait, look at King Leo. PCO was on PCP, lost the title in his divorce. Yeah, PCO crashed out too. He crashed out at that GCW show.
I guess the rumor is that TNA didn't want to resign him, and now he's tight. And I get it. Fuck it.
Yeah. PCO is one of the most interesting people to me when it comes to his career, because I've seen that guy. Like, I remember back in the day as a kid watching him, and then he comes back. Yeah, the Mounties, you know.
The Mountie.
Dude's always been like that.
Pause.
It's time for him to come back home. That's it.
Yeah.
Time for you to come back home, B. Who knows? Make a Royal Rumble appearance and then become a producer backstage after that. Something.
Yeah. Well, hell, Abyss is doing that. Abyss is apparently like a really good producer because he's got apparently the dude's got a photographic memory for wrestling, like how moves are supposed to go and whatnot.
After all the damn crazy matches he's been through, his brain ain't mashed potatoes by now.
Yeah. And what's weird is he didn't have to do that stuff, but he was such a Mick Foley fan that he wanted to do that. And even Mick was like, "You don't have to do that, dude. Everybody already takes you as a monster." I think it's because his biggest mistake was turning down the WWE chance. They were going to put him in. They were going to put him in and like have him do a little something with Undertaker. But he ain't trusted, so he didn't go. He said that was his one regret.
Yeah, he wanted to stay loyal to TNA.
Yeah, that's what Jim Cornette said. He said his problem was his loyalty. But that's also like the Briscoes. The Briscoes, they had wanted them for years. But, you know, Jay was a loyal dude.
Speaking of,
they didn't want to leave because
they
took care of that chicken farm.
My bad. I was gonna say today is this dude's birthday. As a matter of fact, speaking of the Briscoes, today is Jay Briscoe's birthday.
Oh man, wow. I'm hurt.
Oh wow.
But at his funeral, Mark had even said, Mark was like, every time, because Mark apparently was the smart one. Like, apparently he's the genius of the brothers. But he's like, every time we go to these meetings, the first thing Jay will say is like, "I ain't going nowhere." And he's like, "Why you tell him that?" He's like, "Why you showing him?"
Well,
we can at least get some to go.
Hillbilly Kung Fu, that's what he calls it. Kung Fu.
Redneck Kung Fu.
Redneck Kung Fu, yeah.
But Mark, apparently, like, everybody's like, Mark's actually the intelligent one. Like, he's a genius. But, like, he said Jay would, like, even with their landscaping business, he's like, Jay would be cutting these prices like, "Oh, yeah, I did it for this." And he's like, "Are you out of your damn mind?" And the picture Mark saying that with those droopy eyes and the missing teeth is just so funny.
I'm telling you, that dude looked like the that white uncle that always be getting drunk at the barbecue and be flipping the burgers with his bare hands.
But but like I said, apparently he's the genius out of the two. That's the crazy part. Like, Jay's more chill and street and family oriented. I still like that promo because he said everybody was talking about they wouldn't get. I can't get the WWE. He's like, they called me 14 different times and they made an offer. I said, I make that landscaping.
Because they do got their own business. They got their own landscaping business, right?
Yeah, they got a chicken farm and shit. And if they took the contract, they would have had to give it up the farm, and they didn't want to give up the farm, so that's why they never made the jump.
Damn, I know raising a farm is hard work, B.
And that's like those. I think when it's all said and done, because it's not TK's fault, it's not AEW's fault, it's fucking Warner Brothers' fault. It took, like, I'm still upset about it. It took the death of Jay for them to actually allow Mark to show up on TV. Like, this shit was fucking foul. It was so fucking stupid.
And then the worst part about that, the worst part about that controversy for me was that even before all this bullshit got exposed on the internet, he had already been apologized. He had already been did all that. He stood in the middle of the ring and said when he didn't appreciate like somebody saying that like Jay Briscoe is that way and I can't be a fan of him. He's like, well, damn, Jamin Pewitt doesn't feel that way. You know what I mean? He said, I did the wrong thing. And he stood up there being a man and apologizing, put money down on it way before the internet decided to expose this crap.
Yeah, he been apologized, but when this shit resurfaced, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Like, was it a silly promo? Yeah, but You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always shoot themselves in the foot from time to time. As long as he apologized and he ain't double down on it. Now look.
And even Effie, Effie said everybody told me he was gonna hate me if we had to wrestle. He's like, he treated me better than everybody else did. And you know, Effie was completely out and out gay. He's the one that wears the like fishnets with his trunks.
LA Knight should have never looked like that. How he did Jacob Fatu's taunt. He looked mad stink doing that shit.
I wish he'd do the huh. I miss his huh. That was his what answer. Whenever people would what him to death, he'd go, huh?
I'm waiting for him to bring the dummy. Yeah.
Yeah, dummy. Yeah.
Yeah. That
he had that buzzer.
Now that buzzer was hilarious.
Well, you know, like I said, I remember watching before the buzzer. I just remember him as Sean Ricker, and he's always had it. But you know, when Percy Pringle tells you you've got it, then you got to go with it. Because you know that used to be his manager was Paul Bearer, way back when on the indie circuit.
Okay.
He was called, yeah, and you know who used to be his tag team partner? A much skinnier version was Brian Cage. They used to be tag team partners.
Oh, that was before the Royds.
Yeah. Before the Royds.
Yeah. Like you see him, it's crazy to transition. Like Brian Cage was never that yoked. And apparently, how LA Knight got that big, I heard it on an interview he did on Colt Cabana. He was asking how he managed to get that buff. He's like, when he used to work in the kitchen back where he was from, there was a lot of dudes coming out of prison, and they told him like they gave him the prison workout plan. Eat as much food as you can, work out with it, and eat till you can't eat no more. Eat some more and keep working out. So yeah, he learned how to. Like he said, I'm built prison. He's like, I'm built for prison apparently.
And I remember it was one of those being the elite episodes. Like he was traveling with the Bucks, and he always ate like a big ass plate of eggs with no salt and pepper. I'm like, that shit sounds so nasty. Like
that Rocky Balboa lifestyle.
Right, like no salt and pepper in your scrambled eggs. Like the fuck? No onions, nothing.
Motherfuckers really like their eggs, man.
Like I love egg soup. I'm gonna season the fuck out my damn eggs.
I wonder how motherfuckers gonna be eating eggs now that them shit's about to be like $10 a carton.
I'm telling you, B. I'm about to buy me a chicken.
Yeah, get that farm life going.
Oh, my sister got a bunch of chickens.
Oh, that's awesome. And I could do that shit too. Like all I gotta do is build me a nice little, like a taller fence. I can have whatever the fuck I want on my little property over here.
Oh yeah, wow. They're easy to maintain. They grow fast, and apparently when they're old enough, they always lay eggs. Like I thought the rooster had to be involved, but no, they lay eggs. She was telling me about it, and I'm just sitting here going, you know, if I come over, you're gonna be missing some. That's just me. I'll be like, say goodbye to Two Piece, say goodbye to Crispy.
They done ate my mama bird. But yeah, it'd be Saturday night's main event tomorrow. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I'm low key a little intrigued to see what Braun Strowman's gonna do with Jacob. Like, I know they better tear something up. Like, I want to see them go through a wall or something. I want to see something.
I gotta say this too, man. I gotta say this. I've been quiet because I was like, man, I ain't gonna say nothing because it's like not that big of a deal. Let me give it a couple more weeks. Well, a couple more weeks have gone by. I think this whole shit with Braun Breaker is a waste of time, bro. Why the fuck did he win it back from Jey Uso? What was the point of that?
All the time, Jey Uso. He could have been a champ all the time, Jey Uso.
Yeah,
he could have went to War Games.
This dude is cold. This dude, Braun Breaker, man, it's colder than the weather over here, bro.
Yeah, he's not really doing much. He's fighting the same two dudes. He's fighting only Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus.
I told you this dude was off. This dude has been off TV since he won the belt back, and they just remembered he's the IC champ. Like,
They should have just
I
pelt
don't-
the. They should have just kept it on Jay because at least Jay's on TV every week and he's actually doing shit. He's getting
No, they should
reactions
have
and
kept.
stuff.
No, they should have kept Braun Breaker on SmackDown. Remember, he kept teasing whether when he first brought him up, they kept teasing, oh, is he going to go to Raw? Is he going to go to SmackDown? He chose SmackDown, and then a week later they drafted him to Raw. Like, what the fuck was
Yeah.
the point? Oh my
check it
god!
out, you already know. Whoever want to pull up the link is right there.
Also, oh wow. Music news: DJ Unk passed away.
Oh no.
Oh,
The dude
that's what
that
this dude
sang,
was talking about. That's what Audacious Prince was talking. Because I seen the post. He had posted about Unk, but I wasn't really too sure what he was talking about. So it was DJ Unk.
the dude that sang "Walk It Out."
Yeah.
He passed away. And
He was only
40.
40 years old.
Yeah.
He was 43. Ballet say he was 43.
That's crazy.
That really does suck, man. Do they know
I
how
didn't even know
how he
was there.
passed?
I don't know. It just happened, so I don't know if they're gonna say it now.
Yeah, I think it happened earlier today. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's damn, man. Like
Sorry to hear that, though.
that was my shit too. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. I like the remix too. It had Jim Jones and Andre 3000.
Yeah, that two-step remix with T-Pain was fire too.
That show music was fun though, man. I remember I used to go club hopping and you actually seen chicks dancing, everybody dancing, having a good time instead of hugging the wall and looking weird.
Fucking spend $20 to stare at your phone and look at the wall. Like what?
Right.
The fuck?
Goofy shit.
Like the club scene is dead, man.
Nobody want to dance and have a good time no more.
That's why I say, man. That's why I say we lucky, man. I'm so happy that we were able to like grow up and experience like our 20s and shit.
Oh
like,
hell yeah!
During like the mid to late like 2000s, early 2010s, like we just finished it just in time. We got to experience that social life where it's like, yeah, social media was a thing, but like it didn't control every aspect of your life. You still have to go and talk to people and shit.
Right, like people was real social. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to walk up to girls to start a conversation if you was trying to start something.
You had to have game. You had to
you
had to know how to talk to a female. You had to.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, I'll tell you exactly. I'll tell you exactly like the moment when I knew like we was cooked. The last time I visited my school, I just wanted to get like one last look at it because I'm like, I'm probably not going to come back here again. I went there. I want to say it was like 2014 or 20. It was 2014. And I saw like these two dudes. They looked like they may have been like, I don't know, like 19, 20, whatever. And they was like sitting right next to each other. Like right next to each other. And they was both on their phones. And I was like, why? Like, why? I was like, why would you be sitting next to your boy, like, and you're both on your phones? Like, just fucking talk to each other. I was like, that's weird, bro. Then like I went to my gym to say hello to my gym teacher. And I was expecting, because you know how this is gym, right? I was expecting to see like, the sound of basketballs and, like the noise that's
when they dribbling the ball and shit.
Right. Right. I'm expecting to see that. I go into the gym, I'm walking in there and it's quiet as fuck. So I don't hear anything. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess no one's in the gym. I go in there and I just see a bunch of kids like on the bleachers and they're just on their phone. And it was like,
that shit is
it was
weird.
like something out of a John Carpenter movie. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what? It was a really strange experience. It was like 2014. I'll never forget this. And I got in my car and I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back here again. This shit's it was weird. And from that point on, it just got weirder. It's not the same, bro. It's not the same. But whatever,
No, I definitely hear you. Like, a lot of people just distracted by their phones nowadays. Even at that time when Like when Google did that merge on Facebook, when Facebook and Google and YouTube, all that shit merged, pack it up.
Yep.
Because when MySpace was around, like that didn't really grab people's attention to how it is now. MySpace was cool and all, but when Facebook got popping and Google had bought Facebook and all of that, that helped, man. Shit got ridiculous. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
man.
These dudes. I'm up to the part right now. Where Braun Strowman coming out to confront this dude Jacob Fatu. Monster among men.
Yeah, I like how Solo's just like, hey, bro, you got it. He just he basically looked at Fatu and was like, "You got the juice now," and just left.
Right. He was like, that's between y'all two. Fuck that.
Man, listen, it's always been Jacob's always been the guy. So come on now. You ain't Godzilla or King Kong, cause I'm both.
Word be. All right, what's going on, Icon? I started it today. I literally started it today.
Yeah, Twitch is cool.
I'm gonna do more gaming over there. Like I'll go live. I'll go live over there and shit. But it's mainly gonna be about gaming and music. That I have a little extra content over there than just the round table.
Yeah, man. I think what's always going to be the ultimate. Oh, you good, Anubis? What's always going to be the ultimate fuck you is anybody that's old enough remembers G4, the gaming network,
Mm-hmm.
and it was
Yeah.
really popular back in the day. And the long story short of it was like right before it died and shit, because they were doing shows about games and stuff, but
Yeah.
some of the producers there had an idea. I'm dancing around it. They were going to do shows at that time of what we now know as streaming. Of hey, let's do shows of people playing Call of Duty, and we just record them playing, or let's do shows of people playing like sports games, wrestling games, fighting games, and we'll record it. And like the powers that be, they were just like, because you got to think about this of like mid 2000, late 2000 mentality. They were like, oh man, no one's gonna want to watch that. No one's gonna want to watch people play games. Why would we do that, bro? And it's like, man, Twitch got the last laugh on them because that's all Twitch is.
Yeah.
Twitch is just streaming. It's just people streaming themselves, playing games or cooking or just doing whatever, and people are just watching. And every single day, it's getting like millions and millions and millions of views. Like, wow.
And motherfuckers getting thousands of dollars a month, B.
What's the name of that?
Yeah.
One dude, Isaiah Washington. Millions of dollars, millions of dollars.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on, Henny God? I ain't forget about you, my dude. What's going on? He was saying, don't talk bad about my AEW, man. Fuck AEW. Them niggas, they need to get their shit together.
Look, man, we already talked about it, man. Just give the Hurt Syndicate everything. It's over, bro.
Because who's gonna go up against them? Like they got the tag team belts. Who's like what tag team? I can only see like maybe Murder Machine might have a decent match with them, but that's it. Who else?
I like how Sella Monster described it because he said like they basically ran over Private Party, and the crowd was like fucking cheering them the entire time, and Sella Monster was like, well, it's a problem, but it's not a bad problem to have. I'm like, yeah, because they're over. Give them everything, bro. This shit's working. The solution's right there, TK. Just pivot. Kill out the Death Riders and fucking make the Hurt Syndicate the main story of the company. I'm telling you, if you do
Might
that,
as well, because people love them.
If you do that, it's gonna turn the ship around, my dude. You know how many black folks are gonna jump on this ship if you put the
I think
title on Lashley?
giving them the tag titles was a good start. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
They already singing their theme song. The fans. We heard
MVP said it day
people.
one.
We
MVP when
heard
the first Dynamite they appeared as a trio, he said, "We're here to collect titles and we're here to make money." He said what their mission statement was. The first, they won the tag titles, just like TKO said. They're over. We already talked about this shit. I'm sorry, Danny Garcia. This shit's not working, bro. I need for you to drop that title to Shelton as soon as possible. And then at some point this year, I don't know if you want to do it during the summer, during the fall, but you got to get that world title on Lashley, bro. Give him everything.
Yeah.
Put all the belts on the Hurt Syndicate. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Give him the tag titles. Give Shelton the TNT title. Give Lashley the world title.
I'd be with it, and and it's believable too.
Right,
also,
because look at them. Look at how dominant Lashley and Shelton is. Who can fuck with them? Who can fuck with them?
Bobby Lashley undefeated too. Like
right,
exactly.
Look at their roster right now. Look at their roster. Who can
Nobody right now is fucking with Lashley on that roster.
No one. Right.
Only one I could probably see is maybe Ospreay. Maybe Ospreay will have a chance, but that ain't happening no time soon.
That's what I'm saying. Like they just give them everything. I'm dead serious. That's how you turn this ship around. Oh, we got coked out, Sean. What's going on, Coke?
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Oh, the Heartbreak Kid had to do a line of Scott Hall's old dusty stash.
Scott Hall stash.
What we shooting at?
Shit, we were just talking about the Hurt Syndicate is basically taking over everything. Like, fuck it, might as well go. Just give them the green light. Have them pack up the Death Riders, all that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all. I said this yesterday on the video I did. That's what just needs to happen because the rest of these guys aren't drawing.
I agree, and I will have Mercedes join them,
unless if they don't use the Hurt Syndicate for the world title now. I would have Samoa Joe in the mix because they just brought him back, and he never got a rematch for the world title, so that could be
right. And Joe and Bobby Lashley, do they got some history? Joe and Lashley, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they wrestled on TNA. Hell yeah.
There you go.
And I've said this before, man. Racial politics in wrestling is part of the equation, bro. Because if you give the Hurt Syndicate everything and you just have them start packing everybody up, there's nothing like the Hurt Syndicate in WWE. A dominant black group just fucking killing everybody. You never see that in WWE.
Tony Khan
tried to do it with Lashley in the Street Profits, but they couldn't because, well, you know why.
Right.
TK ain't got the heart to do that. He ain't gonna do that.
I would say he got more heart than Vince did, but he should do it.
Swerve ain't going to the Hurt Syndicate, my dude. Like, they don't like Swerve. That shit is already established. They ain't fucking with Swerve.
I mean, you may have a chance bringing Hobbs into the Hurt.
Yeah, I could see Hobbs more than Swerve, definitely.
He's some young, but yeah, Hobbs would be great. But
now you know what? If they don't bring Hobbs, I still vote for the suggestion of Leo Rush. He's got a history with Lashley. Him and Lashley were a dope duo. It could work.
Isn't he busy in Bowser's castle right now with them jackets? The fuck, this dude walking around. This dude walking around looking like the coronavirus logo.
Yeah, I want to know what the hell is up with those spiky ass jackets. What the fuck is that? They look like
and it's like explain the jackets. Like, let us know what's going on. Like, okay, why did you choose these jackets? Y'all just randomly came outside wearing these damn jackets. Like,
listen, bro, he's a Bowser Jr. man in Mario Kart. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks.
It's wrestling. They don't give any explanation. It's wrestling. They don't.
He looked like one of them weapons you throw in Mario Kart.
Right.
He looked like that.
One of them spike shells.
Those spiky ass turtle shells in fucking Mario Kart. Good lord.
So Icon said, I'm team AEW as well, but they need a bit of help in some categories. Man, look, they need help in a lot of categories.
Listen,
Mainly they tag team division.
we don't hate AEW at all. They
No.
just got to tighten up. We're not one of these weirdo fans that's spitting homophobic slurs at Anthony Bowens, but Jesus.
Yeah, that
They
was
gotta
Yeah.
tighten up. Yeah, we're not one of those types, but they got shit they need to work on.
Look what Ballet said. Stegosaurus jackets. Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand the jackets at
Low
all.
altitude.
Low altitude. Wow.
But yeah, B. You know who else birthday it is today? Let me show you real quick. Can't forget about my dude birthday today. But to fire it up on the highly expensive Counciltron.
These
Oh wow.
You already know Mike Awesome birthday, B.
Mike Awesome.
Yo!
Jesus.
He
He
killing
threw
people
his
up there.
he threw his ass. Good
How,
lord.
how WCW fumble that? I will not know.
The fat chick
WCW.
thriller.
I could give you a bunch of reasons how WCW fumbled a lot of guys.
Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. You guys are awesome, B.
Hold up, the Heartbreak Kid. Be right back. I gotta go talk to Hunter. Be right back.
Oh man. Hope he ain't find the stash. Yeah, the fat chick slayer.
Hey man, what was it? Hey man, fat chicks need lean love too, Craig.
Speaking of, is this dude birthday too, as a matter of fact? Vince Russo.
Oh boy.
Remember, that was his idea. Turning that dude, turning him into the fat chick thriller, whatever you want to call Mike Awesome. That was Russo's idea. Today's his birthday too. Mike Awesome was that dude in ECW. WCW, another story. And that motherfuckers want to sit there and say, "Oh, you not being loyal to ECW, motherfucker! I got a family to feed. I got bills to pay. He wasn't getting paid. He's an ECW champion and wasn't getting paid. And ain't mad because he left the WCW to chase the bag. Oh, y'all crazy?
Yeah.
I never understood that shit.
You don't have respect for the business. Motherfucker, respect don't you know who doesn't respect the business? My fucking bills.
Right. Like, is that business paying you? Shit, it better. Or your ass is gonna be underneath the bridge eating cold beans out of a can.
Man.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. So did
Yeah,
you
you know
watch
what?
SmackDown?
Man, look, gonna be honest, man. This 3 hour thing is tough, dog.
That's why I don't watch it live. I watch it when
they just making the matches longer. That's all they doing on SmackDown.
Yeah, you know Triple H loves his long matches.
But I ain't gonna hold you though. The 2.5 hour Raw is working.
I ain't gonna lie. It's not really much going on Raw on Netflix. I did not expect this at all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little underwhelmed. I'm not
They
saying
shot their load.
I'm not saying the show was bad, but can we get something going on?
Can we get Tommy Dreamer getting shot? Like, let's do something.
It's like they went on Netflix and became more safe than they was on USA. Now y'all
my
motherfuckers
thing
on Netflix.
is my thing is this, bro, because I've talked about this a lot of times. Like, I acknowledge that, like, yeah, AEW's gotta clean up a lot. My problem is this narrative that, like, everything is just like, you know, like WWE is like just a well-oiled machine because like
Hell no.
I see motherfuckers
there's a
like that. They
lot
be
of
tripping.
there's a
Hell
lot of
no.
inconsistency. Yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies in the WWE product, and I don't see anybody calling it out or going after it like they do TK and shit. Like just off the top
Hey,
of my
like
head,
Papa
like
H.
right, you know, like off the top of my head, like the disservice that he's doing to Chad Gable is fucking ridiculous, bro. Like you
Man, I can
failed
make
him as a face and as a heel. Like what the fuck are we doing, man? I
I
remember
Yo,
can't
for
I
months
didn't.
agree.
people kept talking about like, oh man, just wait till he hooks up with the fucking Creed brothers. They're gonna cook. Man, they're fucking
Really,
jobbers. They're not doing anything.
really, exactly.
The fuck
Yo,
is
you
this
want to hear
That was
bullshit,
something
the
bro?
worst
crazy?
thing for them to do.
Yeah,
To
you want to hear
join
something
Chad
crazy
Gable.
though? I actually saw an argument earlier today, and somebody made an interesting point. They said that a lot of the guys that they're using as enhancement talents are better than most of the guys that they're pushing.
I agree.
Mm,
And
I
I'm
Yeah.
like,
agree.
that is a fact, ain't it?
yeah,
Look
yeah.
at who they're using as enhancement talents, though. They got Chad Gable, Pete Dunne, Ilya Dragunov, Santos, and Legato. Fucking like these guys are fucking.
It's
These
like
guys are
they.
just.
It's
These
like
guys
when it
like
comes
these
to the
guys in
ring
the
workers,
years.
like they like when it comes to them, you know what I'm saying? They putting in that pain in the ring. They using them like the workhorses. They using them as an enhancement talent instead of like come on now, like not every single champion has to be, I guess, on the entertainment side
Right.
because we want to see some workhorse champions too. Like
We just talked about this a couple of minutes ago, like, you know, because I was looking at this Saturday night main event card and I saw that Braun Breaker is facing Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, and I was like, that's when it hit me. I was like, what was the point of taking the belt off of Jay? Like this dude Braun Breaker is fucking cooled off. He's barely on TV. I remember this dude was cooking during the summer going into the fall. He was on TV every week. He was over. Like this guy's mad cold. Jay
You
Uso's
know
on
one thing.
TV every week. He's over. Why isn't he still champion? What were we
You know
doing?
one. You know one thing I don't like, and I don't. I wish they. I hope they stop doing this. I don't like when they have talent in the crowd, like they fans or
yeah,
something.
they did that on
Like
Raw
who
on
came up with
Netflix.
that?
They had
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes on the front row cheering Dewey on, and The Rock and hugging him and kissing him. I'm like, what is going on here? Why? First of all,
And
why is
and the
Cody
last
Rhodes in the front row like a fan
and
cheering
and the
on The
last
Rock?
and the last part that I was ranting about, and this is what I'm talking about when I say like I don't give a fuck, bro. Like you can have your favorites and you can choose your team, man. All I say is just hold it accountable, bro. We cooked on this on Tuesday. The biggest what the fuck, because if TK did this, bro, you would
They be
not
killing me.
hear the end of it, bro. What
I
the
know
fuck
exactly
are
where
we
you're going
doing
with
with the
this.
New Day, okay? You had the New Day basically job for fucking 4 months straight. Every
Right.
single week they were losing, and Kofi was arguing with Xavier, and Xavier was arguing with Kofi, and it's building, and it's building, and it's like, okay, where's this going? Is Big E gonna come back? Is Kofi gonna turn? Is Xavier gonna turn? Are they both gonna turn? What's it going to lead to? Then we get
And
the
then
little celebration and shit. Big E shows up. Kofi and Xavier, they tell Big E to fuck off. Okay, all right, this is different. We didn't see this going this way. They get a lot of heat. Okay, the weeks go on. They're coming out and they're getting like, Rick Rude heat, X Pac heat, Dominic Mysterio heat. Okay, they're getting good heat. It's like, all right, Triple H is finally doing something with two black dudes. Where is it going? Okay,
Nowhere.
Kofi has his first match as a heel. Okay, new gear, new look. All right, where's it gonna go? And he fucking loses. They turned heel because they
right.
lost, and he loses his first fuck. Dude, if TK did
Literally,
this, you would never hear the end of it. Everybody would talk about what a shit booker he is. Triple H does it. I don't hear anyone talking.
right? Nobody
What
didn't
the
say
They,
nothing
fuck?
about it.
Right.
You was the only
oh
one that
man.
mentioned it. You
I
was.
said, matter of fact, saying, man, you seen this? I made the post the other day about the New Day. I said, what are they doing with these dudes? Like they had the most astronomical heat in December.
Yeah,
And that video, and they segue did actually 1 million views. So people were
yeah.
very interested in seeing what was going on. You just cool these dudes off.
I won't say they completely cooled off, but they're almost there.
And
And
this is
them
where the
losing didn't
allegations
help them
come
at
from,
all.
bro. This
Like
is
this
where the
dude Kofi
allegations come
losing didn't
from.
help.
Yeah, this is where the allegations come from of Triple H just not knowing how to book black talent. This shit does not
Oh,
do him any favors. This is why I
that-
can't blame guys like Lashley and Shelton for getting the fuck out of there, going to AEW, betting on themselves, and it's working out. And I'm telling you this: if they keep doing this shit, fucking Montez, he's gonna bounce too because he doesn't give a fuck. He's good. He's
yeah,
got
man.
his money.
Where the fuck are they? They're not even on the show
I don't know,
tonight.
bro.
Just
I
say
don't
They
know.
weren't on the show tonight.
They
But you
not
know
on
what? They weren't even on the show tonight. But I'm like, y'all putting these bland looking tag teams up there. And I'm like, hold up, man. Like,
Bro, we have
what
bro.
profits
Let that sink in for a second. The Street Profits are off TV, but we got fucking the Motor City Machine Guns versus Pretty Deadly on TV.
Yeah, you got
Right,
time
and
for
it
fucking pretty
pains
bummy.
me.
We don't have no time
And
for the
it
Street
pains me to
Profits.
say this, bro. And it pains me to say this, bro, because like I fucked heavy with the guns back in the TNA days, man. But that shit was like fucking 15 years ago, bro. Pretty bummy, they suck. DIY, listen, bro. I don't hate DIY. You guys are cool, but it's the Street Profits time. What the fuck are we doing, man?
I could tell you what they're doing. They're about to have DIY versus the Guns 2 out of 3 falls at the Royal Rumble.
And it's gonna be a cool match, but it's like we want the
Why should we
fucking
care?
Street Profits. That's what we
Like, what?
want. Why are you taking? Why? It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like it's to the point
Yeah.
now they're not even on TV though. At least let them cut a promo.
Here's the real test. The real test, and you guys watch NXT because I don't watch it, but I've heard of them and I know about them. The real test is going to be that Omafemi dude, because the excuse that you have up to this point is, well, Triple H doesn't really have a personal relationship with most of the black talent right now, even though that's like fucking bullshit.
Cat.
It definitely is.
Yeah. So the Omafemi dude, like he's on NXT and like so he's Sean's guy, right? So Sean and Triple H are like good friends. So like when this dude gets the inevitable call up and shit, like you would think that Triple H will look out and take care of him. So if the Omafemi guy, if he gets a push, cool. If he doesn't, I'm sorry. Like yo, Triple H defenders, y'all need to fucking start calling him out and just be honest. This dude does not know how to book black talent. What the fuck's Bianca doing? Why is she in a nothing tag team with Naomi and Jay Parker?
She just got
Why
pinned.
is she
She
told
just got pinned. This chick just pinned her, as a matter of fact. Liv just pinned her tonight.
Yeah, she got pinned by Liv Morgan tonight. Yeah.
Why?
What is going on there? Like now you making me ask the question. You making me ask the questions now. Like you got the black talent being served by the big quarters now. Like it's even with
saying,
Apollo Crews getting his ass busted last week. He was Apollo Crews, he got his ass busted last week.
Well, he won tonight though. He actually got a win tonight. So
Apollo Crews ain't been wrestling since I don't know how long.
He's still around.
Yeah, he actually got a pin over on Gargano, so that's something, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know how he hasn't been released yet, honestly.
I don't know. He's the one that gets the Chinese food for the boys in the locker room. He's a gopher.
Well, I
He's
guess
a good old
now
boy.
I guess now that Omos is in Japan, I guess now he has to.
Right, it's him now. He's the gopher. He's the guy that goes against the motherfucking the Chinese food, the lunch. He's the one that brings the car around.
Somebody got to clean them offices.
Right. Let me read these comments real quick. Henny guy said they did that in the Attitude Era. I'm fine with them in the stands. Icon said, "Oh, this is gospel." Appreciate that, my dude. We cook over here, B. I've been saying the same damn thing with the weird audience crap. Yeah, I just think it just makes them look bushly. Like for instance, like from before, when you had Raven Flock in there, they was in the crowd because I was a part of you know what I mean? They looked like those motherfuckers had just crept up into the venue and type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Cody Rhodes in the front row applauding The Rock. He looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hold on. I was so hyped being in the crowd with the New Day thing happen. Yeah, that was a good show. Honey God said, "Bring back the photographers made matches feel
I
bigger."
agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
They when they was on the ring apron and shit, right, and at ringside.
Yeah.
You used to
They
see it
should
all the
also bring
time,
back.
like in
They
the
also need to
90s and
bring
shit.
back. Now you know what I miss. They need to bring back the moving graphics.
Oh yeah, from Ruthless Aggression. Yeah, that was a nice
Yeah,
touch.
the moving graphics. Those were fire. They need to bring that back.
But but you know, to build off what Sandman was saying about Netflix being mediocre on Raw, this is my belief. I believe
Well,
they probably
I
had
ain't
to.
go that far. I ain't say mediocre. I'm just saying there's not really nothing going on. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
no. I mean, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm thinking what they did was to match that Netflix deal. You got to bring all your power players. You got to bring all your storylines to a close because you know how Triple H loved to draw things out. He probably was going to end all this in the Royal Rumble, but they had to go ahead and push it to a head. Bring all your big guns to Netflix, so that way we could get that big rating. So what they probably did was they rushed everything that was supposed to be for the Royal Rumble to Raw on Netflix. So that's why now everything looks kind of lost.
But they have themselves to blame for that shit.
Right.
Like, I'm telling you, them not having this dude Dewey continue on with the story, that shit left a lot of motherfuckers like still to this day, like, what the fuck are we doing here?
And I think The Rock did that, man, because he set the catalyst of all that, man, because all that revolved around you, the interest, the buy rate, the attendance. We all did that to see what The Rock was gonna do, man.
My
He
dude
brought
just
the
said, you know
catalyst.
what? Fuck that. I'm out. I'm just gonna kiss her.
Some people.
You realize that with The Rock not being at Mania this year, that means everything he did for WrestleMania 40 was literally a waste.
Yeah.
Was literally a waste of time.
Some people are blaming Disney. They're saying like Disney doesn't want his portrayal to be as a bad guy because of live action Milano, whatever. And I'm just like, even if that's true, he's The Rock. Like
Milano.
The Rock. That's cat. He's The Rock. He could go in
he's
there.
The Rock, bro.
And that's
You
what I'm
can
saying.
tell
It's
Disney
like we never seen The Rock as a bad guy. The
he
casual
doesn't
seen The
answer
Rock
to
as a
them.
bad guy
He can
before.
tell Disney to fuck off, and they'll just be like, "Okay, Dewey, whatever." Like, nah.
Yes, this dude was saying "fuck" on regular television.
Where he does
that's all cap. That's all cap. I'm like, man, you the most followed celebrity on Instagram. You one of the most biggest power players in the world.
You get like
no, dude, you got power. Like you said, how many times you said "fuck" on NXT? Like 3 times.
Bro, you get like $1 million when you post on Instagram. You're fine.
You get 100 mil a flick.
To me, the biggest problem.
Exactly.
To go
When I
back
found
to
that shit out, I'm like, bro, I'm living my life wrong.
to go back to what Sandman said, for me, the biggest problem with Raw, this Gunther shit's not working, bro. And I like Gunther. He's just there. He's the champion. He's got that Randy Savage CM Punk run, bro. He's the champion, but he doesn't feel like the guy. He's just there. He doesn't feel like the focus. I forget what he's doing half the time. Like I totally forgot he's facing Jay tomorrow. You know,
I don't even know why he is facing Jay tomorrow.
I don't either.
Like
it's weird.
Like Gunther, you know what I'm saying? Like this dude, Gunther, he hasn't been the same since he went up against Damian Priest the second time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it started from when he had lost to Cody in Saudi Arabia. That's when the bum out.
I think they put the I by no means am I saying he's not a world title contender, because he clearly has it, but he just doesn't have the star power right now to just I don't know, man. Like, cause like these past couple of months, like when you watch Raw, like even before the Netflix move, like when you watch Raw, like what was the focus most of the time? It was like, you know, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Even some of the mid-card shit got more TV time than him. You know, like the Jey Uso, Braun Breakers. Like Gunther's just there. His matches are great. He holds himself as a champion, but like, I don't know, man. He's just there. It's not working for me, bro.
Maybe
they don't have a strong baby face.
You think they should move? Why don't they just move him to SmackDown, if anything?
They don't have a strong baby face to really draw that money with him. Because every villain.
I was thinking that too. Yep.
Yeah.
Because he had he had this dude for the time being. Who was it again? That storyline they had with Chad Gable and Sami
That's what I'm
Zayn.
saying. Yeah, Chad Gable. Right. Yeah.
Looking back on it, having Sami Zayn win the title was just not
It was
the
stupid.
move.
I said it was stupid then. Sami Zayn, when you have an undefeated streak, the entire point of an undefeated streak in wrestling is the person who breaks the streak needs to benefit from it. Sami Zayn was already a made guy. He was a former Intercontinental Champion. He main evented Mania the previous year.
Yeah, I was about to say that he already had his main event. He already had his
Right.
Mania
That was
moment.
just a simple case of like Triple H is a Sami Zayn guy, and Triple H is like, I'm going to give Sami this. And then like he won the belt and he just fucking dropped it to Braun Breaker like 2 months later. Like, what was the point of it?
I thought it was for like
Whatever.
3 months. Was it 3 months?
It wasn't a long run. I know that. It was whatever. But
I think it was also like an IOU because he didn't beat this dude Roman. He didn't beat Roman for the WWE championship. So I guess that was somewhat of an IOU for when it comes to getting a singles championship.
Yeah, but you give him a singles title that he already won 3 other times.
Yeah. I definitely agree with y'all. Like that's what's been Chad Gable's Mania moment.
If anything, you could have made it a triple threat between Gunther, Sami, and Chad. Like
they gave Gable the
entertaining.
Nakamura shit because they turned him heel, and it's like, all right, well, he better win. Nope.
Now you know what they should have did? They should have made it a triple threat. Sami, Gunther, and Chad, and have Chad pin Sami. That way Gunther doesn't get pinned.
Yeah, he could have did that.
And then it could have been a rival, and then they could have still had the rivalry between them.
Right. It would have made more sense too.
I bet you they're gonna wait for John Cena. That's what they're gonna do it with.
And I thought Cena was gonna be full time. What happened? He's not gonna show up to the Rumble? That's what it's looking like. You know
that look like yeah, it's gonna be see, this was the mistake they did. Like, let's say, for example, guys, I'm presenting a product like how the WWE did Raw, right? I'm bringing all the heavy hitters. Y'all are casuals, right? Y'all looking at the wrist. Y'all looking at The Rock, John Cena, The Undertaker, all the big dogs. Roman Reigns is there. First night was a success. They drew all the casuals. Now in the second week, none of these motherfuckers are here. So no. So again, you like as a casual listener, because you look as a casual watcher, you like, where's Roman? Oh, he ain't here. Where's Randy Orton? He ain't here. Where's John Cena? He ain't here.
Right.
The Rock. So what am I watching this for? You can't have your.
They always do that shit. Remember when SmackDown first went to Fox? Who they brought out everybody? Brought out Dewey and all that shit. And the very next show, he wasn't there. Remember, and that was around the time when we thought we was gonna get this dude, The Rock, acknowledging the bloodline. He completely ignored the bloodline around that time. He wanted to just
basically what I call that. Anytime they go to a new network, new brand, or whatever, that first show is what I call the investors show. That's there for the investors to look good. They'll get all the stars, bring them out like it's the fucking Oscars. Yep. And when you go on week 2, it's everybody else.
As usual.
Oh, they brought Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh shit, he back? He gone next week. What the?
Because most of the motherfuckers, like the casuals or the investors, whatever the case may be, they're only gonna watch that one episode. They're not gonna watch all the other episodes. They don't care about that shit.
Right.
That's how they be finessing, man. That's how a lot of these promoters be finessing these networks, man. They be playing them old packages and shit.
Yeah.
That's how Vince McMahon was getting them bags. Remember me? Remember Sammy? I told you about that. That's how Vince was getting those bags.
Yeah. Showing the old clips of Yokozuna and shit and Vader and like Shawn Michaels.
Why you think? Check this out, guys. Now, why you guys think that when they go to Saudi Arabia, they want them old timers back? I'm like, nah. Y'all promise us this. We want The Undertaker versus Yokozuna.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, it's a simple Google search. Y'all giving these motherfuckers millions upon millions of dollars. It's a simple Google search. You'll see these motherfuckers are either retired or dead.
Yo,
Right.
Vince, he mastered the art of finessing these networks for real. I'm actually studying that because he giving them old highlight packages from 1998 to 1999 to these investors. They look, oh wow, Stone Cold versus Rock.
You know what I'm saying? He would tell Kevin Dunn, put it in HD, put it in 1080 HD, whatever.
Make it look recent.
Yeah. And that's
Update
it.
that, put it in 4K, and you sold. Then why you think they get mad of like when you hear months later the ratings are in the toilet and these companies are complaining about it? Y'all got finessed.
We're gonna get that Luger return again. I heard he was walking now. I
Yeah,
heard
he's doing that DDP yoga, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Whoa.
Like DDP, man, that dude is like, forget about it. He's like the medicine man when it comes to WWE. Shit, when it comes to all wrestling, that's the medicine man right there.
Man, Luger can give me one more torture rack. I'm good.
You think I have one more torture rack left? One more
I
torture rack left in this arsenal?
I think DDP could get him one more left. I'll pay to see that.
That would be crazy though. Like,
Yo, he got one more left.
who would you have him torture rack? Who would you have him catch? How would
Hulk Hogan?
Hogan?
He's going back.
Yeah, DDP is the Dr. Sebi of wrestling, B. I could agree with that.
Man, look, he got Scott Hall off the drugs, made him lose weight.
Got Jake off the drugs too.
Got Jake off. I'm like, damn, he got
Jake's
Jake
been
off.
clean. Jake's been clean for like shit.
Yeah.
Like over a decade, right?
Didn't he get the Iron Sheik off?
I'm not sure.
You know what? I think Sheik did spend some time there. I don't know how much.
Yo, Paige be saving lives out there, man. That man's a treasure. If your favorite wrestler washed up, EP will bring him back to the top, man.
Didn't Britt Baker go over there?
Yeah, she.
I think
did.
she.
Yeah.
Yo, tell you, man, he got one more torture rack left, man. I'm paying pay-per-view money to see that.
But yeah, B. That Sonic shit was fun though. I ain't gonna lie. Like I wish I could. I want to watch that shit again, but I'll have to pay. I'll have to pay to watch the shit at home.
Oh, the Sonic movie.
Yeah, Sonic 3. That shit was fun. I watched it earlier.
What he showing it at on Paramount?
No, in the movies.
Oh, okay.
But like, yeah, I think if because I got Paramount Plus shit, but I won't be surprised if they probably have it on there, but you gotta pay for it. Either that or Amazon Prime or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I ain't paying
Well,
for
it doesn't take
shit.
long for stuff to be on streaming nowadays, anyway. So
Yeah, give it like 3 months.
I remember back in the day how long it took for stuff to get on VHS. You stuff used to take like a year.
yeah.
6 months to a year.
My favorite part about Shadow is like all the Sonic characters in the beginning, like it was clear to everybody that they're black, but at least they were subtle with it. Like Knuckles, okay, he's subtly black, okay. But Shadow is like they're not hiding it anymore. Like, okay, you got a black hedgehog, check. Okay, he rides a motorcycle, check. He's got a gun, like really? Really? Okay.
Yeah, Eddie was wearing Jordans. Shadow wearing Jordans up in that shit.
Yeah, Shadow definitely had the plug for kicks for real.
Yeah, all the Sonic movies I like. I think the second one's the best one out of the three, though. The second one I like the second one the best.
I've said this before, bro. That's the next trend. Hollywood hasn't figured it out yet. Because right now comic book shit's falling off, bro. I hate to say it, bro. Comic book stuff is just it's not. That shit used to be pop culture. Nobody cares anymore. The next trend is video game live action shit, which is funny because I remember there was a time when video game live action always sucked. But like, the Sonic movies are good. That one Mario movie, I think they did it like last year. Like that was
Yeah,
decent.
that was another fun
Yeah.
movie too. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought they was gonna butcher it because they had Chris Pratt playing Mario, so he's not gonna have the Italian accent. And I like how they made fun of it in the movie too. The
Yeah,
movie
I
was
think they turned
it was really good.
Yeah, I think they turned that PlayStation game, The Last of Us, into an HBO show. I heard that was decent.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Yeah,
good.
that's the next. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the next trend. Hollywood just hasn't figured it out yet because they look down on video games. But at some point, I'm telling you, some director, some CEO is going to catch on to this and be like, "Hey, bro, we need to start. Hey, these live action video games shit is making money." Next thing, I'll give it about maybe 2-3 years before it blows up. You're gonna be seeing nothing but just live. You're gonna be seeing like live action Mortal Kombat Part 3, live action Street Fighter.
Oh,
Live
remember they
action
coming
Tekken.
out. They coming out with Mortal Kombat 2 this year.
Oh, it's this year?
Yeah, they're coming out with it
Okay.
this year. Yeah.
Okay then.
If they really want to jump on there, they need to put out the Grand Theft Audio game.
Oh man, can't wait for part 6. You already know I'm locking in.
And the movie. And it got to be a movie.
Oh yeah, but they gotta come out with Metal Gear Solid. Like if they doing all that, come on. They have the Metal Gear Solid movie is long overdue.
Who would you guys have playing? Snake.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Like from afar, like if it was from afar, I'll say definitely Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he old now.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I always said in a perfect world, China in like 99, 2000, she would have been a great Wonder Woman.
Yeah. That's gonna be Jay. Jay's gonna be Wonder Woman, make people pissed off.
Oh yeah, they gonna be mad.
Right? She a black Wonder Woman. They ain't trying to hear that.
Oh, they mad.
Yeah. Jay says she wants to be Storm. The problem is, I don't think, like I said, this comic book shit's falling off, bro. They're gonna be doing they're gonna be doing. We talked about it before. They're gonna be doing the new Captain America with what's his name? Anthony Mackie. Man, that shit's gonna flop, bro. Yeah, they already cut all of Seth Rollins' scenes. They cut all his shit.
Why they do that
for? Retakes and shit. The movie costs too much. It costs like over $1.5 billion.
Yikes!
Dang, they did him like that.
Yeah,
but damn, I'm pretty sure his cameos wasn't cutting into the budget. Like
they'll probably do
like. He looking so mad. The one he be looking so mad on Raw.
I'll be mad too. Then I gotta come back. To work and Punk is there. I'll be mad too.
CM Punk, man, CM Punk the type he'll bring it up off cuff, no pun intended. He'll bring it up in a promo.
I think they're gonna be doing Fantastic Four. I'm like, bro, man, no one cares about Fantastic Four anymore.
Especially if you got Silver Surfer as a female. Like, why?
Yeah.
Silver Surfer as a female.
And they just need to fucking just call it, man. This Blade shit is never happening. They're never releasing that shit. It's over.
Yeah, it got they stopped shooting indefinitely. The shooting got suspended.
They were gonna do Silver Surfer. They could have give it to somebody like Cat Williams or something.
Cat Williams as Silver Surfer. You definitely lost your mind. What the hell?
I guarantee you, bro. Cat Williams is Silver. That's gonna be better than whatever the fuck they're gonna do.
Yeah, and have Danny Glover as Galactus.
Danny Glover as Galactus.
That's that Scott Hall coke talking, baby.
He's too old.
Yeah, that works. You have like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Spider-Man. They all pull up on Danny Glover, and he just says, "I'm too old for this shit." That's the end of the movie.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds cool. That sounds low-key cool.
Y'all a mess.
Man, that'd be the biggest. And I want to put it past Hollywood anyway. Consider how crazy the world is. Cat Williams being a Silver Surfer, I won't even put it past him nowadays.
What I was gonna say, before we get up out of here, I was gonna say that I was thinking like the next $1 billion franchise was gonna be He-Man.
Hell yeah, ain't nobody gonna touch He-Man.
It's been a long time since they spun the block on He-Man. Like you already got Marvel, DC. You know what I'm saying? They're doing video games now. They doing you know what I'm saying, shit like that, but they never really tapped into the toys. Like look at Barbie. Barbie did great in the movies.
Right.
I didn't watch it, but you know, I heard it did. I seen it did really, really
It did
good.
monster numbers.
Yeah,
you know why I did?
Barbie's isn't Barbie the same motherfuckers that did Barbie did He-Man also, right?
Yeah, you know
There
why
you
that
go.
shit? And without going on a fucking political rant, Barbie did monster numbers because the movie catered to exactly who it was supposed to cater to, women. Okay, you didn't have all these fucking woke directors thinking, you know what? Let's make a Barbie movie for men. Because they don't exist.
That'd have been weird.
They don't exist, bro.
Barbie would have been looking like a slut.
You see all these passive aggressive.
She'd have been looking like a slut with guns and smoking and drinking.
You see all these passive aggressive.
Try to modernize it.
Right. All these passive aggressive directors making comments about like, oh, I don't want to do a DC movie. I don't want to do a Marvel movie. I don't want to do a Star Wars movie because then would be handcuffed to the lore, aka you don't want to follow the comic books, the stuff that's actually good. You just want to make up shit for agendas, and it fucking sucks every time.
You know how Hollywood gives it up. They love to put their own remix on shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love to reinvent the wheel so many times.
Henny guy said, "Bring back gargoyles."
Hey,
you know what's crazy?
Cool.
I know we all know about gargoyles, of course, but I never really watched the cartoon like that. But I definitely know.
It's actually pretty dark. It was actually pretty dark for a kid show.
Yeah, Keith David, man. Keith David, like nobody else could play Goliath other than Keith David, but Keith David, he's up there right now.
Yeah.
A He-Man movie would have worked. A He-Man movie would have worked in the 80s though, because at the time you had steroided actors. You ain't got nobody on steroids nowadays.
Oh, but you can find it. You can find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like who played He-Man from before? Dolph Lundgren, right?
I would have said Batista, but Batista lost all that weight.
Batista as He-Man, that would have been interesting.
You got to gain them. We got to get that muscle back though.
The Rock is gonna be He-Man.
Gosh.
He already played Hercules. Why not? Yeah, it was Dolph Lundgren, right? Yeah, Dolph Lundgren played He-Man in the 80s. Shit. But let's get up out of here. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't find a good bum out of the week. We'll do it again tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. Well, yeah, maybe tomorrow. I'll try to find something for tomorrow when we go live for Saturday night's main event.
All right.
And yeah, remember we on Twitch also. Make sure you follow the kid on Twitch. I'm gonna be doing my gaming over there. Be listening to some jams, some tunes, and all that. I might do some like some reviews when it comes to certain albums. Because I know on Twitch you get away with all that fly shit. So you know that's what I got going on up over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll see y'all tomorrow. But you already know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Henny God. I wonder what's up with Black Star. Who's Black Star at? Shouts go out to my guy Black Star. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Ballet, Anubis. John had pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Shouts go out to John for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Icon, of course. My dude, is it Shy Rex? Like, I don't want to butcher your name. Shy Rex or Chi Rex.
So when you get comments from Twitch, they pop up too.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, B. Yeah. Let's get up out of here, B. Oh, yeah, especially King Leo. You know, shouts go out to my guy, King Leo. About to play. Matter of fact, speaking of King Leo, I'm going to play that damn track. Delete. I'm gonna play Delete real quick. Yours truly featuring King Leo. Gonna get this shit popping early. You already know the vibes, B. Cause it's Friday, we gonna jam. Friday night, buddy. Let me set it up real quick. Give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Gotta cue it up. You know how I give it up. Yeah, be tomorrow, Saturday night's main event. Kevin Owens against this dude, Cody Rhodes. I hope Kevin Owens wins. Either Kevin Owens got to win or Jey Uso got to win. One or the other. Should be a fun show. Hopefully, I hope it had more matches than 4. There's only 4 matches in 2 hours, but hey. I think this Saturday night's main event is going to be better than the last one. But I'm about to fire this shit up, B. Much love to all of y'all. Remember, follow the kid on Twitch, B. Peace out, motherfucker.
Time to pack them up early. Yeah. South Central, what it do though? Let's get up. Eradicate the town, then call it ground zero. Mind your business, don't try to be a hero. I beat up the liar, applying the pressure rapidly. Like your mistress, obliterating your salary. Chasing in the places that's gotta be spectacular. When it comes to life, you can't be the passenger. Bring that massacre, one day be coming after you. She fired you because you couldn't manage her. Equipment clip, make a nigga dip. That shit I spit is too late. You is useless, I'm improving. I level up with beat through music. Your Margo Lloyd's is so lame. Do anything for clout and fame. Say man and Leo away from the Bronx all the way to LA. The force got major kickback. You all gonna need a shit back. Use caution when you risk that. South Central been a dispatch. The bomb from Bronx Lebanon, aka King Kong Palm. King Picasso drawing arms. It's the storm after calm. Whip it in the kitchen, my adventures make a nigga get. Turn to the streets when jobs is out of reach. South Bronx to South Central ain't nothing sweet. Come compete, you get delayed.
Monster hunt on these streets when it's time to eat. TD Jakes was a freak when it's time to preach. My SmackDown Raw still all elite. Yeah, press badge type, never mind the seats. 10 toes down, no need to leech. My word concrete, still wearing cleats. Bad bitch with me, still sand the beach. On the east two for me, cause it's never a reach. YouTube, I'm still high the seat. Flaw with the jaw, but I plug the leak. Got on this mic and I'm in too deep. About 1,000 about it later, means you hear it in me. King of the block while I throw in the seat. Never met a geek that ran the streets. J's on the feet while I clutch these beats. Go Sega with the sonics like I'm Fit L3. Stay resubmitting every path to pave. Walking tsunami cause I am the wave. Bring your revelations like the end of days. Saw him in a palm frame, Beverly's maze. Enemies clock out like Flavor Flav. Make it public when you took it, I was born to blaze. For me in the kitchen for the food you crave. This raw rap shit and the beef is brave. On this campaign I'm vicious. Word to sit, I'm the sickness. Champagne drink for my bitches. If she's queen, we share riches. On these hills granting wishes. If she's Hershey's, it's kisses. It's like magic, I'm twisted. Balls on Tundra, you missed it.
Whip it in the kitchen, my adventures make a nigga get. Turn to the streets when jobs is out of reach. South Bronx to South Central